So we should be live.
Let me see here. Yep, there we go. Yep, we're live. Turn on the live chat. I wonder what Laura and them are doing.
Hey, Z is first again, always.
What's up, David?
Followed by Russell Glarum.
What's up, Russell? David had snow on the mountains by his house today.
Did he?
Yeah, it kind of reminded me of home. When I lived in Southern California, there was always snow up on the mountain ranges around the valley.
There's Mr. Hodges now. Oh, Mr. Hodges.
Hey, what's happening, Paul?
We're live.
I see that. You like this wiring doesn't work at dark here. That's the light company.
Okay, go ahead. You work on that, but maybe listen to us, huh?
Yeah, do that.
Okay, all right, buddy. Yeah, bye-bye.
What's he doing?
Well, he was doing some electrical wiring and he hasn't got it all hooked back up yet. He doesn't have any electricity upstairs, so he's got to
Oh, he's trying to get all that done.
finish it up. Yeah.
Is that? I was wondering what you were using that lanyard for. You got your phone hanging on there now?
Yeah, I got these little guys. You might see on the end of your phone, you get this little tab here where you plug it in because this is a rubber case.
Right.
And it was online and it gives you these little fobbers here that are just hook on, and they're on the inside and they stick that out through there and you can still charge it with it and everything, and it just works really slick.
That's a good idea to have it. Because that's accessible no matter which direction you're
Yeah,
at.
exactly. And see, that's I learned my lesson when I was laying on my back in the bathroom,
Right.
It actually comes with a little lanyard for it, but I've had this lanyard for forever and I like it. It's because it's bigger and wider.
Yeah, that's a good idea.
I think I bought it on Amazon, I think.
So especially for that.
Well, you can use it for any phone as long as you've got that kind of a setup.
I actually bought the Walmart version of the OtterBox,
Uh-huh.
and it was like $20, $25 versus like 70 for the OtterBox, and it's just as good. You would think it was an OtterBox if you looked at it. You couldn't tell the difference. So I got theirs instead. I mean, it's worked great. What's up, TJ?
Morning,
What's up,
all.
Dominic?
Not much
Hey,
yourself.
Dominic.
Where you at? Out in the bush?
No, I'm just at my brother's work.
All I see is like just emptiness behind you.
Yeah, it's a car lot. Oh,
What are you doing?
it's a car lot.
Oh, okay.
That's why I parked my car.
Your brother's garage or whatever?
Yeah, we've got that, and we've got a small lot about 100 meters away, which is just an allotment, a lot, or I don't know how you explain it. Yeah, we park cars.
Do you actually work for your brother, or you just do some side work
I
for
help
him?
him out. I help him out.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't officially. I'm not on the books. I just help him out. That's as a brother, because we cohabitate. Let's say,
Hey, you guys share a house?
yeah. Yeah,
I mean, shit, as expensive as everything is these days, families almost have to. It's too fucking expensive to live on your own.
yeah.
I mean, it doesn't make sense if you guys don't have kids or anything.
Oh, no, I don't. He doesn't.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It
He's-
makes more sense for you guys to share a house.
Yeah, he's a couple of months off 70. Yeah. Just another thing. I went back and watched because the stream you had earlier. I went back and watched because it was only like 40 minutes, and you talked about the time differences and that. If you go at 8 a.m. your time, that'll be around midnight or 11 midnight my time or 11 Tim Jackson's time. And secondly, I think you were talking about Chat GPT on there as well.
Talking about what?
Chat GPT. I think Paul brought up the thing that you were talking about, the program that writes writes essays and that sort of thing.
Oh, yeah. The AI program.
There's,
Yeah.
there's,
Yep.
there's what I was talking about, Justin.
I've been playing with it for 3 months.
Oh,
and
yeah.
It is awfully frustrating because if you even get to the boundary of how do we say inappropriateness, it just stops you. If you try and do anything that's spicy or edgy, it says, oh no, we have to be inclusive and positive. Because I was trying to write some jokes or just write a few hilarious t-shirt designs. But once you try and push it into being a little bit edgy, oh no.
How much is
Yada,
that
yada,
program? How much you have to pay for that a month?
I'm on the free. You can pay $20 a month to get exclusive server time, or do it free when there's server time. And
What's
I've
the-
noticed that
What's the name of
was that?
it? What's the name of
Chat.
it?
You just type in Chat GPT and it sends you to OpenAI. I think it's chat.openai.com. Give me a sec, I'll work out where it is. What is it? I just
Oh,
try
yeah,
and find it.
I see that
OpenAI.
lanyard.
It's you've got to go in via the OpenAI site because that's the official one. And if you try and do a little bit of, spicy comedy, the sort of stuff that we all enjoy, it just stops you in your tracks.
Yeah, I was talking about how, AI is gonna get rid of a lot of jobs, especially artistic jobs. Because companies just aren't gonna wanna pay somebody if they don't have to. I mean, you know how companies operate.
Yeah, but on top of that, because I've been playing with Midjourney after Curtis Dart started talking about it, I decided to play with it because you get 25 free credits and then you've got to pay $8 or $10 a month to actually do it.
Stay here.
Now, the ones
Right.
that I played with looked really good, but the trouble is you've got to learn how to program the prompts in that. So it's not necessarily going to upset people that are artists. The artists then have to learn how to program the prompt to get that, because there's easily 30 or 40 different prompts you've got to do because you've got to, you might want it to be either realistic or you might want it to be a certain style. But once you do it, the first draft that comes out isn't necessarily the best one. And that's what I found out. So,
Oh yeah, I saw that lanyard you were showing there, Paul.
nice
Just-
lanyard.
It slips under your phone case and then comes out
Yeah.
the battery port so you can hang your phone on your neck.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of people with that. So that's very handy.
Well, especially in Paul's case, if he falls or something, he'll be able to
Yeah,
have his
yeah,
phone
yeah.
right there.
Oh, definitely. We just can't hear what Paul's saying. Or is he on the phone?
I don't know. I think he's
Unmute, okay.
Oh, okay. I thought you were on the phone.
No, I was talking to Dallas. But yeah,
Yeah.
that lanyard thing for $6 or $7, you get 4 of them.
Oh,
And-
nice.
And you know how the back case is rubber and it's got the little cutout for the charging port? It just, it lays out of there. It doesn't restrict it. You can plug it in anytime.
That's great.
and you just
Right,
put it
right.
underneath the phone case, right?
Yep, be right back.
Yeah, that's the
Okay.
way to do it.
Yeah, that's the way modern technology. I say, being a person that adopted technology at a very, very young age, from my point of view, it hasn't necessarily improved life. It has made it a lot neater. I think, when people say, oh, it's going to make this, and that, not necessarily, especially getting back to Midjourney and AI. I don't necessarily think it's going to kill jobs. It's just going to move people into different areas personally. Because
Well, the only thing I think that why it's gonna kill some creator jobs is because
Yeah.
Say you got 10 different artists working for your company that are
yeah,
hand drawing or designing on a computer,
yeah,
different designs. When these AIs get super intelligent here in the next 5-10 years,
yeah,
all you're gonna need is one person working in that office that's putting in the information that the company wants.
oh,
And
definitely.
instead of taking months for some of these artists to come up with renderings, dude,
It
these AIs are
takes-
gonna be able to do it in seconds. Yeah, cause it's just gonna get much faster
Oh,
and more
yeah,
intelligent.
the first draft usually comes out in about a minute, and depending on if you pay for the premium service, and you've got the extra server time, you can do your first draft in seconds, and then if you don't like it, because remembering it gives you 4 options first up, and then you can either take one of them and then make a variation, and then you can upscale it. So I take that on board. Yes, I do agree. But at the same time, if you went back 5 years and you said, oh, this and that's going to happen, not necessarily 5 years time that happened, because you just go back, and I have watched many videos where 1960s people in the 1960s say by 2000 we'll have flying cars. So
I just don't think flying cars are,
they're
Are,
way off.
well, I don't think that's even a viable thing anyway.
They're still way off.
We have way too much infrastructure already built for vehicles. I don't think flying cars
Yeah.
are ever gonna be a thing, to be honest with you.
And I think electric cars to become in the mainstream, I still think we're at least 10 to 15 years out of everybody driving one. Because I think the three main things, and the reason why I wouldn't purchase one, is one, the price differential from the normal ICE car to a EV is steep in terms of the adoption factor. Secondly, they're ugly. And thirdly, the charging time still hasn't equated to anything major yet. And I think that's where, you know, electric cars and then flying cars, then you go from that to other forms of transportation, e.g. electric planes. Now, we've gone from propeller planes in the 60s and 70s to the jet age, and then we're going to go backward into, you know, propeller electric planes. Have I missed something? I just think that's a backward step, and especially, you know, you look at the drone technology, and I'm talking from the consumer point of view. You know, your Mini 2s, your Mavic 3s, whatever. If you try to scale that up to put people in it, I think everything's going to get lost in the scale, personally, because I think if you scale that up using that same design, scaled it up to the size of a, you know, 747 Airbus or whatever to take people, I just don't see how
Well, and
that can be viable.
besides that, Dominic, the underlying issue should be, how many times do you see fender benders along the road and
What's up,
people get
JDS?
out and they call a record? You get a fender bender in the air, you're not walking away.
Yeah.
Yes, that's why I say flying cars are not viable.
Especially if TJ were in the sky, you know?
Yeah, exactly. Get him flying around. Jeez.
Yeah, I just don't see that being a thing.
I can understand I can understand that technology used for transportation in terms of an airport where you're going from one place to another. I can understand that. But anything like the Jetson One, which is that, you know, flying motorcycle, we'll call it, I just don't see.
Well, the only thing is, Dominic, is
Hmm.
AI. AI is growing by leaps and bounds. So maybe it'll get to a point where they don't need a pilot in the car. The car is just going to do its
Well,
own thing, you know?
Electric
Yeah.
cars are already going that way. There's already
That's
tons of them.
self-driving, yeah.
And they'll be self-flying, self-driving, self-everything. And all you do is get in and just say, here's where I want to go. And it'll answer, yes, sir, we're on our way.
Well, that's what
you
it's
can just
gonna.
like you can just sit in your car and just take a little nap or whatever, and you can just
Well,
like,
that's what cars are gonna be like here in the
Yeah.
next 15, 20 years. You're
Yeah,
gonna
in your lifetime, TJ, you'll see it. In my lifetime, I'm glad I'm not.
you're gonna be able to just you're pretty much just gonna sit inside of a car. There's not gonna be any steering wheel, anything.
no.
You're just gonna be sitting in a car. They're probably gonna redesign them to where all the seats are facing each other,
Yeah.
and you'll
I
just
think
get in.
I think I saw something like that like a long time ago, like a video like where the seats were facing each other.
Yeah.
Well, it's a concept.
I mentioned the video that I watched from it was in the 1960s in black and white, and they were talking about, you know, self-driving cars will be around
That's
and they'll revolutionize cars by the year 2000. That's 23 years ago, and we're still not even a tenth of the way there.
yeah.
Well, because there's already cars in some areas of the world that are driving on the roads that don't have any steering wheels or anything.
Yeah, but
So that's
what
already there.
I'm saying is mainstream. It hasn't hit mainstream yet.
I would
Where
say
everybody
about
is.
another 10 years tops before you start
10
seeing
to
it.
20 years, AI is going to go on in and it'll just change the world, you know?
But like I said, once a lot of these cars on the roads are smart vehicles,
Mm.
I think you're gonna see a lot less accidents and traffic jams, stuff like that, because
Well, there's already
Now-
accident avoidance in
Right,
some of the
but
new
when-
cars,
but when all the
and that's
cars are,
turned into a
well, that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
when all the cars are smart cars and they can talk to each other on their own network,
Mm.
they're all gonna be able to efficiently run at, they know how so far to stay from each other.
Mm.
If the road is getting to the point of overcrowdedness, the cars are gonna be able to readjust their speeds and everything to keep that flow of traffic moving efficiently. And at a
Mm.
certain speed, it might not be very fast, but the cars will come up with the best solution.
Yeah,
Because the problem is a lot of traffic jams are caused by accidents, people
Yep.
swerving in and out of lanes unnecessarily. It's always human
Yep.
error. You take that out of the comp thing, I think eventually it's gonna be like when there is a car accident, it's gonna be national news. You're gonna be like, oh my God, there was a
Yep.
car accident. Nowadays, it's not. There's hundreds of accidents every day that you don't hear about, you know?
Well, the thing of it is things are gonna be changing drastically. There was a news article today on one of the stations. They did an interview with people, especially the designers in Japan that are designing the robots and all that kind of stuff.
hmm
And they're now working on a autonomous robot that actually can conceive and give birth.
Yay.
Give birth.
Yeah,
Well,
Are you sure it wasn't a robot that can do birthings?
no. This is the one that they're working on a synthetic womb and everything. And
uh-uh.
they'll
Oh,
put
no.
all the stuff in there and it'll gestation and
Oh,
Well-
so it'll be for like people that can't have kids naturally.
yeah,
The
Well-
company will be able to take your egg and your sperm, put it in the
Yep.
robot.
yeah.
Well,
And,
while-
and they
while-
say that's within the near future. They said after that, who knows? And then that's my feeling is then we're gonna be the
Damn it.
robots are gonna take over the world, you know?
Well, while on that, recently we had a woman that had a uterus transplant from her mother.
Yep.
So that's, and
I-
that happened about a week ago.
Yep. Mommy gave her the uterus.
Yep.
Mm.
So she could give birth
Yep.
in the uterus she was birthed from.
Yep.
We're really moving. But if you remember the Terminator movie, Skynet becomes active in 2029, which is only 6 years away. I think it was Terminator 2. Yeah.
What have I walked into?
Here comes
Hey,
David.
David.
Mine.
Mine.
Yeah, but what have I walked into? Robots giving birth?
Yeah, there was a news article, actually a TV thing. They were talking to some. I guess the most progressive and the number 1 through 10 AI and robotics teams are in Japan, and they're working on a robot that will actually give birth and take care of the baby.
Wow.
AI is auto.
Artificial intelligence,
That's right.
Artificial intelligence.
Yeah.
robots.
The
Yep.
question is though, will it react like a human when the baby cries and kick the shit out of it?
I
No,
never-
because they can dial emotion out.
The hell are you
Yeah.
all doing over in Britain? Just kicking babies over there? What the hell?
Yeah, kick the baby.
Yeah.
Yep.
What's up, Bill? From Newfound?
Hey, Bill from Newfound's in the chat.
And JDS said hi to everybody.
Oh, good.
JDS.
So we got
JDS
Bill
is
and
there, all
JDS in the
right.
chat. Yeah, Bill and JDS, they're the sideshow.
JDS is 132nd again.
Yep. Yeah, I'm
Oh, no,
on
I
the,
think I'm gonna design a horn that like every time you push it, it laughs.
You can get horns that you can program noises into.
Yeah.
Yeah. All you'd have to do is provide the laughter.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
No, what he needs to do is they have like car horns, different things like that, where you can program your own horns into it, your own sounds.
Yeah.
All he has to do is get into somebody's studio and get it nice and quiet and do a take of him doing it and record it and then transfer the sound over to the horn.
mm,
I can just see him going down the road blowing his horn at somebody. That'd be, dude,
Yeah.
I think
Oh,
you
no.
people would be more scratching their head like, what the fuck was that?
Somebody cut him off and he'd be going,
You know, on Teslas, you can add your own horn and everything, like your own personalization on your horns.
Mhm.
And what's crazy is
Yeah.
it has this weird setting where you can set it to talk to like other Teslas. So when you blow your horn, it blows theirs too. It's
Oh,
this
that's
weird.
interesting.
It's this weird thing. But yeah, dude, people put some funny ass horns on their Teslas because you can just go in and program and like drop an audio file right into your horn,
Mm.
whatever you want
Yeah,
it to be.
all,
It could
all
be
you
a,
all you need now is just to get Michael
yeah.
Winslow to license all of those horn sounds.
no,
If
I
we get
just
Michael
want.
Winslow
Next-
doing that,
next
that'd
time-
be great.
Next time when I see somebody with a Tesla, I'm gonna ask them, hey, can you honk your horn for me? See what it sounds like?
Well, it's whether they've customized it or not, but you can do it within the dashboard on the car.
The only I've driven an electric vehicle. The only thing that I've got against it is you don't know when you turn the car on, you can't hear anything, so you don't know if the car's on or not.
Well,
So I
that's a,
think there needs to
that's
be some sort of sound.
well. There's a that was an issue that people were bringing up a few years back. Was there was people in parking lots and shit getting hit by Teslas and stuff and other electric vehicles because they wouldn't hear them coming.
Yeah.
Because they were so quiet. So I know that was the thing that some car manufacturers were actually working on. They were going to add like almost like a sound overlay to kind of make it sound like a regular car, but not really a car, just so you
Yeah.
could kind of hear it coming.
Yeah, because I drove a Toyota Camry, and it was the what do you call those, hybrid electric. And when you turned it on, because I had to move the car for my brother, and I turned it on and I said, "Is the car on?" He said, "Yeah." That's the
Well,
only thing I've got against them at the moment.
And
As I
it should,
said,
I would do it too, where if it's under a certain speed, it should make some kind of noise. And then if once you're on the highway, it can shut that off. You know what I'm saying? Kind of
or
like,
just something that you know you're on. Yeah,
right, just not something that's like piercing or annoying, but just like kind of a light, you know,
yeah, your
smooth
normal
sound.
sort of like that. Yeah, an engine sound, or just something that shows you.
Just
That it's
install
on.
a subwoofer under the hood, so it sounds like a V8.
Yeah. That'd be great. So you could be driving around in a Toyota Prius and it sounds like a Lamborghini. Yeah.
Right, there you go.
As I said earlier, the EVs, the main issue I've got are the two things. One, they're ugly, and two, just the charging time needs to be worked out. Because you can go to the petrol station and 5-10 minutes you're filled and you're ready to go. Because we're having some real troubles down here with EVs because there's now an EV tax, which is a good idea, but at the same time,
Okay,
I think it
so
was
I know I showed this before, but
Yeah.
which one do you guys prefer? Now that's Tesla's actual. This is their actual smart truck, right? Their Cybertruck.
Yeah.
You see that, right?
Yeah.
But this was one that a guy came up with, and this was his concept design. Tell me that ain't
Ah,
badass.
now.
looking.
That looks
now
pretty cool,
now
actually.
they're looking. Now they're getting
That
there.
looks like a-
good.
Yeah, but and this was what everybody like. If Tesla would have came out, I think with a design like that, the Cybertruck would have took off. Because I'm sorry, but
Mm.
the look of the Cybertruck was ugly as shit. It looked
Yeah,
like a
yeah.
refrigerator, a stainless steel refrigerator on wheels.
Yeah.
That
Now-
looks
now they're
badass.
talking.
If I was
I'm not-
if I was Elon, I would buy that concept drawing from the artist, and that's what I would make right there.
I'm
That is-
not really a truck sort of person. I like small cars, so everything that I've seen, you look at the Toyota Prius. That is butt fuck ugly, I tell you.
Don't
If
say
they could
that.
just
If
they
it's
could
Wayne
just-
B in the chat,
was that?
so if Wayne B's in the chat, don't talk about praises.
Oh, I've got nothing. I've got nothing against it. I like the concept. It just needs to be more visually pleasing.
I don't know if I was, to be honest though, if I was doing off-roading like in a Jeep or something, I actually would prefer electric over gas.
Yeah.
Because the amount of torque that a electric motor
Yeah.
has, it would
As I said, I
outperform a
like the
gas.
concept.
Electric 4x4 would outperform a gas 4x4 any day.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah. Well, what Dominic,
Definitely. And I'm coming from a point of view where, you know, I spent 20 years playing around with you know, RC cars. Yeah, pretty much like hanging with JD does. And I really enjoy that. And I'd love to see it scaled up to the point where electric vehicles are a lot more visually pleasing. That's the only issue I've really got.
Wayne B said, Dom, you leave my Prius out of this bitch.
I apologize.
can we
No,
just
don't-
put what
Please.
Dominic's saying into context here? He wants to see the Prius better looking. How about
Right,
we
the
just
look
don't
of it.
see them ever on the road, and then there's not a problem?
That's what I said. If that Cybertruck looked like the concept drawing that I showed, I would want one of those really bad. That is badass
Definitely.
looking.
If okay, I'm not having a go at the Prius as such.
Dominic,
It was just the
Dominic,
first
don't
one
ever
that-
apologize for the Prius. Okay.
Now what? And I'll expand on that. Okay, and the Tesla models. The Tesla models are very boxy.
True, Bill.
I'll say all EVs
Well-
rather than just the only time that an EV has actually looked interesting was the original Tesla Roadster.
Right.
That's starting to, if they took that concept and went forward with it, then then you've got my attention.
Right. How about this?
Yeah.
Is the future of car travel actually something we've had in the past?
David said
And what's-
Tesla. Tesla, Dom, not Tesla. There we go.
Tesla, whatever. Here
It's
we
the-
go again.
It's the whatever car.
Right. But what if
Tesla.
the future of car travel
Yeah,
is something that we all had as a kid?
you mean like those little push bikes, push
No.
things?
Scale
What?
electric,
Yeah,
where you've got a
Oh,
little
yeah.
thing that comes down into the road and gives you the power, and away you go.
you got a valid point. I don't.
Maybe
Yeah,
that's
it's
the
a wonder
way.
people haven't thought of that.
That's the way car travel is gonna have to go.
Oh,
Well,
definitely.
But like I said, though, if I was definitely doing off-roading, I think I would prefer electric over gas. I mean, granted,
I'd
you'd have to
I'd
plan a little
certainly
bit
take-
more.
If it looked like that, yeah, I'd certainly load up on that. But again, we're going to come back to price.
Because I mean, the only thing that gas motors have over electric at the moment, as far as power wise, is they have the top end. So when you get up to, 100 miles an hour of gas, a Hellcat's gonna blow a Tesla out the water every time.
Mm.
But when you're doing slow,
Off
like
the
rock,
line. Yep.
when you're doing like off the line or slow rock crawling
Yeah.
or slow 4x4 and through a
Power.
trail,
Yep.
dude, ain't nothing gonna beat the torque of an electric motor.
Exactly. Yeah.
For something like that, the more torque you have, the better off you are.
Yep.
And you're talking about like that, if you built that Tesla truck with motor in each wheel.
Yep.
You're talking about 900, 1,200 pounds of torque. on
Yeah, I
each
know.
wheel. That's insane. You'll never get that out of a gas car.
But you
But
can get it out of the
I'm
drill.
just going to come back to the cost of it then. That's
Well, I mean,
That's-
even gas
that's where-
cars are, yeah, but you look at gas cars, they're even going way the hell up. Dude, an F3, if you want an F250, F350 pickup truck, dude, you're talking about $70,000, $80,000 now. They're almost more
Hmm.
expensive than a Tesla.
I know.
Not compared to the Cybertruck, but like your standard, like, Model 3 Tesla,
Mm.
that's more expensive than that.
Mm.
I want to say that those run around 70, 80,000 as well. So gas cars are going up just as much as, the cost of them are outrageous. Your standard, like a Corvette, take a Corvette, right? Back in the 70s, 80s, 60s,
Yeah.
whatever. A Corvette wasn't a very expensive car back then.
Mm.
Now you're talking $120,000 for
They're well over
newer
well over
Corvettes.
200,000 here.
Yeah, but because they're putting in more electronic components,
Right.
your gas car is no longer a gas engine. No computerized now.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's the
So,
problem. And the
well-
cost of their materials are going up.
well, that's
Yeah.
what I'm saying. So we're at this point, really, you're not saving any money by going gas or electric. It's just what do you prefer to have?
Mm.
Because they're about the same price now. Like I said, your standard 4-door sedan that used to be a $18,000 car is now a $40,000 car. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? So
The
it's like,
base model cars here, you won't get anything for under 30 grand.
exactly. There's very
Now,
few models
things
of
like,
cars over here you could get under 30.
Yeah, things like Toyota Corolla or Hyundai i30. Brand new, you won't get anything under 30 grand. And we've got huge waiting lists for cars here.
Oh, it's the same here too because of the shortage on a lot of the
Yeah.
Yeah.
chipsets. You know that with the big chipset shortage,
Yep.
what was funny was Russia was actually commandeering a bunch of washing machines and dryers from
Yep.
a manufacturer in Russia
Uh,
so they could take the chips out and use them in their military equipment because
Yeah, I
they
read
didn't have the
about
chips
that.
they needed.
I read
Uh.
about that. It was I had a huge laughter with it. I thought it was just hilarious how they were doing that.
Well, see, the thing is they did a Tesla. They ran a Tesla against 4 or 5 different top end cars, and they used
Hmm.
Tesla's fastest vehicle that they had. I don't remember what model it was, but it was the fastest one Tesla makes. And out of 100 races on the top end, the Tesla only won 1 race,
Hmm.
but it won every time off the line.
Oh, definitely.
But when it came to the actual top end race where they had to go around the track and get to the finish line, the gas powered car outperformed it.
Whooped it, yeah.
It's just the infrastructure is not there here for the charging module. That's
That's gonna be
the
a
main.
problem because there's a big, did you see the picture on the internet? It shows somebody with a Tesla and they had the bumper mounted on the back and they had a generator mounted on the back of it.
Yeah.
Oh, there was a really popular video that went viral on YouTube a couple years back. A guy was driving a Tesla and was in the middle of the desert and broke down, and he asked the guy to bring him gas, and the guy was confused. Was like, "Why do you need gas?" He goes, your car's electric. Well, it turned out the dude had a Honda generator in his trunk
Yep.
for charging it. But
why.
that's just piss poor planning though, because Tesla does plan out your routes so you don't have that problem.
And that's why it'd be good. It's good to get an electric truck because then you could put the diesel generator in the tray. That would be my logic. Carry
Well,
the diesel generator with you.
Could we definitely eliminate some fossil fuel usage? Yes, but can we eliminate it completely? No.
No,
It's impossible because even on a
you can
Tesla,
minimize it.
right, but you
could
can't get
minimize
off of it
but you'll never
completely.
get rid of it.
Right, because the paint on a Tesla still has petroleum in it. The tires still have petroleum in it. The plastic pieces that make up the dashboard and the center console, all that stuff, that's all got petroleum in it.
Yeah.
So you can only minimize it so much, and then eventually it's going to peak out because you can't get rid of it completely.
You can't get rid of it completely. You can
Exactly.
minimize its use, but never.
JD, that's impossible, and you know that.
What was that comment? I've got no chat.
He said, he asked me, what are the benefits of perpetual motion and how close are you to achieving that ability?
Yeah. I still think that even with the technology that Toyota Hybrid has in terms of generating kinetic energy to charge the battery, you've still got somehow to power that, regardless of what you have. To actually charge any battery while you're moving, you've still got to have some form of power, and that form of power from electricity comes from fossil fuels, unless we go to a nuclear setup.
We just
There's no other way of doing it.
capacitor.
Yeah, we need one of those.
You know, where you're really, really struggling, you just get a few banana peelings and stuff and just
Yeah.
whack it in, and away you go.
Mr. Fusion. Yep.
No, we just need to put small nuclear reactors in every car, and then we wouldn't have to fill up for like 30 years.
Oh,
Well, that's
definitely.
You know what?
Flex
Nuclear powered
capacitors.
cars.
And the young people say that's the bomb.
That's the bomb.com. The bomb.com.
Yeah.
I mean, think about that.
Wait.
It would take probably a quarter size of uranium, if that, to
Yep.
power a car for like 30, 40 years. I mean, you would, that nuclear power would outlast that car.
But then
Oh,
you have the problem of idiots trying to take it out and making nuclear bombs with them.
Yeah. There's your problem.
That's your problem.
But the theory behind it, the theory behind a nuclear car is a good one, but the practice and the practical part of it,
Oh yeah, it would never be practical.
it's not practical.
Well, at least not by today's.
Yeah, in current standards, it's not practical, but theoretically, it's the same as hydrogen-powered cars or water-powered cars, which is
Steam.
which
They
is
had those,
basically
they had
third of
those
it.
when, Dominic, back in the 70s and 80s, wasn't there a manufacturer that made hydrogen powered cars?
BMW and Mercedes have been researching it for 20 years and just can't get the stability right because it's actually liquid hydrogen, which is LH2.
Right.
To use it,
So
it's not stable enough.
So let's work this out. We've ruled out fusion and nuclear power.
Yeah.
We're ruling out water. Wind power, probably no. Petrol, we've got to get rid of, and we can't create enough
Yeah.
electricity.
But David, why
No,
do we got to get rid of petrol? We've got
Because-
over 10,000 years worth of petrol and oil buried in
But
the
we
ground.
haven't got 10,000 years left of Earth if we keep polluting it. But
Yeah, but what they should be working on, David, is ways to clean the air.
yeah,
Not
but no. What we need to be working on, we've ruled out all of these now.
Yep.
So there's only one thing left for it. Back to the Flintstones.
Yes. Foot power.
Start off pushing it with your feet and then pedal.
well, that's okay in a smaller country like you have. But I can't imagine going to see your relatives in California from the East Coast.
I'm gonna say that too because Australia's big. Can you
Australia's
imagine?
big, yep.
Can you imagine? Trying to go for a push scooter from Melbourne to Perth, which is 2,000 miles.
Yep.
Just
Yeah.
think, you'd solve the car problem and you'd also solve the obesity problem.
Oh yeah, you've got a
Well,
good point
see.
there. But everybody would be getting there, 4 or 5 days later.
Well, yeah, especially if you go alongside the roads and all of a sudden you see a grave here and a grave there where the person didn't make it, you know?
Yeah,
Well,
Well,
see,
the
like,
good news is though, right, Paul,
Valid point.
yeah, that's great. Because if there's a grave here and a grave there, we are regenerating fuel.
well, like
Valid.
Mark said, there was, like Mark said, there was a steam powered
Chuck.
car back in 1910.
Guys,
Problem is steam
go dark,
steam
I gotta
engines
drive.
are very unstable too.
yeah.
They had a big issue with those back in the day blowing up. If they weren't
steam's not
regulated correctly.
unstable. It's the containment that can't handle the
That's
steam.
right.
Well, that's what I'm
Fresh
saying.
Exactly. That was the point I was gonna make.
Yeah, steam.
got-
Yeah, the motors themselves were dangerous back in the day because like,
Compressed air is another
Right.
one.
Yeah, they couldn't regulate. Steam's tough to regulate. So like, if
Yep.
you-
Compressed air is along the same lines.
and when a
it
steam,
is, but it's still easier to manage compressed air than steam, I think.
But it's
Well, when
still
a
not
steam
a way
engine bl-
forward.
and when a steam engine blew up, it blew the hell up.
Well,
Exactly.
they usually, yeah, you don't usually get a warning. You usually, das kaboom.
Yeah, Yeah.
Steam's awesome though.
but we
Steam,
still haven't solved the problem there. EVs, the EV infrastructure isn't there yet because if too many people charge the EVs, we haven't got enough power.
I say if we
So-
attach enough of those ear cleaners TJ bought to the back of a car,
Yeah.
be like a water jet,
Yeah.
water jet.
go back to
Actually,
horsepower.
it's pretty funny. Like, I don't know if you guys were, what I missed, you guys were talking about power and stuff, but pretty much every bit of electrical generation is done by producing steam to actually turn the turbine to make electricity.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, whether nuclear, it's just used as a big old boiling pot. It's a coffee pot, basically.
Yeah.
Yep.
I would say out of all the trials throughout the centuries of how to create power, nuclear has probably been the most, I would say the most successful, but they just
The
seem to
toughest-
want to move away from it.
Cold fusion
Well,
next.
it's the,
Another one cold fusion, but there's also harnessing helium-3. You use that for power generation. The amount of helium-3 that we could find, it would power cities
Go back to
on a
horse.
small amount for decades.
Well,
We've
because
got an
David-
abundance of that.
David say go back to horses. What'd you say, David?
Oh, it wasn't me. It was Mark. Mark, all right, but go back to horsepower.
Why not?
Horsepower. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, but with nuclear power though, too, I mean, if you look at like what the military, right? If you were to take the technology the military's used in like the aircraft
The subs?
carriers.
Yeah, the subs are nuclear
aircraft
powered,
carriers.
too.
Well,
Or
I'm
you could-
talking about,
Or you could just change all the engines in the world to like, so where you could put peanut oil in there and everybody just run off of peanut oil.
Or
Oh,
veggie.
Hey, like Mr. Fission from Back to the Future.
We've gone down the Mr. Fusion
no, like a
discussion.
fucking fast food
Was
restaurant
it Mr.
everywhere you go.
Fusion or Mr. Fission, Dom? Which was it, Dom? Was it Mr. Fission or Mr.
It's-
Fusion?
it's
It was on the
I
Fission.
back
thought
of
it
the
was Mr. Fusion. I thought it was Mr. Fusion.
That's-
Am I
Banana
having a
peels.
Mandela? Am
Your
I having a
biggest
Mandela
problem
effect
is-
moment there?
The biggest
Yeah.
problem is that when we fly through the air, there is no way of knowing which direction you're going in and how far you're going and if you can stop. So that means the cheapest way of getting from A to B is catapult.
Oh
Yeah.
my
Oh, I
God.
like
Good point.
catapult. That's exciting.
You would need a really large trebuchet for that one. though.
Yeehaw! I wonder how you can make a cat. Well, who's gonna make a catapult big enough to get me and my bags from New York to London? That would be a hell of a catapult.
Well,
man.
it isn't so much the trip, it isn't so much the trip, Chuck, it's the landing.
I was
Yeah,
gonna say the takeoff isn't the problem; it's the landing. It's right.
I think you'd have to get like a parachute or something.
And then
Yeah.
think about I mean, if you want to really think about it, like physically, like the amount of G's required to launch you, that with that much force to get
Well,
you to
they could launch you as a frozen person and then you would thaw out, you know?
Oh, I see. But then the landing, if you're thawed for the landing, you're screwed for the landing. That comes
Yeah.
back to the landing problem, Paul.
Yeah.
The only downside is once you've set off and you've realised you've left the keys behind. Ah, crap!
Oh, well, yeah, you can't really
Yeah,
think
I
about that till you
always,
thaw
I
out.
always forget something when I leave home. So
Yeah,
Uh,
just as you land, you realise you've left the gas on.
yeah, exactly.
Oh, yeah.
On that bombshell, I must depart.
Okay, Dominic.
All
Thanks
right,
for
Go
Dominic.
and
calling.
help my
Yeah.
brother
Yeah.
out first. So I'll see you guys later.
Catch you
All right,
later.
later, Dom.
Hey, Chuck, I know you like to fly around, Chuck. What's your thoughts on, they just arrested somebody trying to take a bomb on an airplane?
What?
Yeah, it was just
Yeah,
in the news.
I didn't hear about that. What happened?
Yeah, I didn't hear about it.
Where they tag them? TSA got it?
Yeah, TSA he'd already boarded the plane, but the bomb was already down down below.
I thought they were scanning like all the check bags and stuff now.
Well, I guess he had it pretty well covered up and looked like a gift and a present and everything else. And
Oh my God. And why would anybody in their right mind? Well, we just answered my own question, not in his own right mind.
Oh.
We live in an era, Chuck, where there's more and more of them running around every day.
Well, that's
Well,
why, well, that's the whole argument about setting laws for stuff like that, right? The criminal that's doing it or that is out of their mind, they don't give a crap about the law.
They don't care. Yeah. In fact, he was willing to be on the aircraft when it went
Yeah.
past Kabul.
Yeah.
Right.
Right. Well,
So
can we?
that's
Can
got
I
a
just
Taliban
create
feel to it.
your minds for a moment and let's go back to droning?
How did
Droning,
he?
all right. Did Laura go out and drone today?
No, but big news from the UK. This is why the laws are changing because of the idiots like this.
Are you showing something that I can't
Yep,
see?
he's screen sharing.
That's not the right.
Caledonian Sleeper Rail Service to be nationalized? Is that
Got that one. Can you see that one?
okay?
Man fired for flying drone near World War II Hurricane aircraft. Oh yeah, you can see the drone in the picture right there
The,
too.
the worst bit is he was able to take off in a no-fly zone and get that close to the airplane, and they
Was it an
didn't.
Autel? Is it orange?
No,
No, it
it's
looks like a
definitely-
DJ. Looks like a DJI.
Definitely.
That means you have to do the hack to override the
Yeah.
NFC stuff, right?
The guy is age 49, and look how close he got to the wing.
Holy shit!
Doesn't well the age that you just quoted is typical of drone pilots. Like they're all it's not a young person's hobby apparently.
It's
Um,
not the FPV side. I tend to see a lot more younger people,
However,
but the GPS
Uh,
side's definitely dominated by the older
Just-
craft.
I'm
this is
kidding
the-
around when I say that sort of, but
yeah,
No, but that is the truth though.
yeah. But this is the good news, guys. Although they didn't see him take off, and no one knew he was in the area, and no one saw him, anywhere near the plane. It was only came to light when somebody sent some images in.
Mark
So-
said that went on weeks ago. He pleaded guilty.
It's only
Well,
made news today. But the best bit is they actually got him, by checking his phone records and linking all the records back through the flight data back to his mobile. And then when they arrested him, they found the footage.
so that's exactly how remote ID supposedly works in the United
Well,
States.
there's no
something
real
to
good
that effect.
idea to. Well, there's no real good way of telling how close he was because that picture, the distance, you can't really judge the distance. So I'm
What's
wondering
that? Oh,
how.
is that the bomb?
Did they say how close he actually
But they have
was?
they have the flight data, so they know how
The
close.
weather guy is calling for 8 inches of heavy wet snow here over the next 24 hours.
Nice.
Tim?
That's good. That's good snowball, snow fort snow right there, Paul. Get out
What's up,
there and kick some ass.
What's up, Mark and Tim?
Marking Tim.
Cement. You guys are gonna get 8 inches of cement. That's what it sounds
Yeah.
like. Yeah. That's just miserable. That stuff's miserable. Hard to move, hard to drive on. It gets all
Yep.
packed down
So-
and glazed.
Mark White said, David, it was actually on Geeks Vana a couple weeks back, and yeah, they caught him because he put it on Facebook. What a dumbass. Well, I don't
Yeah.
understand when these people do illegal shit and they post it. They're like, oh, look at this. It's like,
Right, TJ?
but you know, here in the US, if they don't actually see you in the footage and say you were to delete all your flight records.
Yeah.
And
Well-
they don't actually see you in the footage, they can't legally, they can't prove that it was you.
The thing
Yeah.
is, he was
They-
actually, this guy was actually arrested only a week ago, according to this, and he's received a fine and 6 months suspended prison sentence.
Cause over here, everybody that has been caught doing something and got in trouble by the FAA, they were either on the video, and like the guy in LA, he got caught really easily because the one that hit the sheriff's helicopter with his drone, because he literally took, they when they picked up the drone, they went through the memory card, they found a video of him standing in front of his vehicle and showed him in the license plate of his car clear as day. And they were able to find him because of that. But yeah, you could technically go dark on one of those in the US, and if it's really hard for them to be able to prove it's you. They literally have to catch you on the video. Because I could take a video that somebody posted that was illegal flight footage and I could repost it. Doesn't mean I took the video. It's not illegal for me to repost it.
Yeah, but see,
So they have-
that would work for you, but not for TJ, because TJ, they say, well, what were you doing flying?
They hear him in the video.
Yeah,
But that's what I'm saying is, the FAA already stated that if they don't, if you're not in the video and they don't have any kind of proof that you were the one flying, they can't technically prosecute you.
Right.
They have to have some kind of proof that you were in the footage or that you flew it, whether you have to be either in the video or they have to catch your license plate, something. It has to be something
or an eyewitness.
visually before they'll even attempt to try to prosecute you. Yeah, but how many people have eyewitnesses? Most people go out and fly by themselves. If you're out in the middle of nowhere, who the hell's gonna see you doing something, right?
Yes, but
Cause
Well,
I could
don't
just,
get,
say-
don't get in a fight with your wife when you're doing it and using her as a visual observer, because, you know.
a visual observer, 9 out of 10 pilots don't even follow that rule anyway. Most of the FPV guys don't even follow that rule. I've seen the bigger channels that do FPV and posted tons of videos of themselves at a parking lot flying without a visual observer. Nobody follows that damn rule.
Laura does.
Over here, they don't. I'll tell you that for
She drags
damn
you
sure.
out, doesn't she, David?
She does.
Yeah.
And nobody follows line of sight too. Anybody that tells you they do, they're full of shit because you put a Mini 2 in the air and go more than 1,000 feet, you can't see that son of a bitch.
Well, she got strobes on it.
But the thing will go 1.5 miles, no problem. So anybody that says, "Oh yeah, I use a visual observer all the time," yeah, okay. I don't believe that.
I know.
Well, Justin,
Or line of sight, either one.
when Laura comes over, she'll show you.
Well, I'm not saying over there. I'm talking about over here in the US. So,
Laura definitely does. She
and
never
most
takes it out of line of sight.
and most of the people that I have seen fly over here, and all in my couple years in the drone community, I have seen footage from every single damn pilot at some point that they flew way farther than they could have seen that drone.
Yeah.
But we don't say nothing because I don't really give a shit. But I'm just saying.
And here comes Dre.
Here comes the smartest man on the internet.
That's it. The man that everybody wants to be like.
The man, the myth, the legend.
That's him.
That's TJ.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's me. I forgot about that.
So anyway, looks like we're gonna get some more snow here. I hate that.
Bing bong.
Tim Jackson.
Um,
Hey, Tim.
Hi, everyone.
What's up, Tim?
Howdy.
Howdy.
What's up?
Not much. Just chilling.
How are things? How are things over on the big continent?
Oh, yeah. It's going all right.
Dominic was here.
Third
And
line.
Dominic was in for a little while, but he had a hot date or something. I don't know. He was heading out.
Yeah.
I believe
Yeah,
every
I
day.
was wondering where Hodges has been.
He's working on
is-
his electric.
He's working on his electrical circuit at the house. He's trying to put in extra overhead lighting and stuff. And he had to
Oh,
disconnect the second floor till he gets it all hooked up again so that he has lights upstairs.
oh, gotcha.
So he said he'd be listening. So if you say hi to him, he'll hear you.
Oh, I don't see him in the chat, but
No,
No, that's because I would hope he's not paying attention to us too much. Working on all his electrical.
I'll be electrocuting.
Right when TJ says hi, he's playing with the 220. What do you say?
Yeah.
So Justin, what were you guys talking about that deal over in England? The guy flew the drone by the hurricane.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was saying it was probably hard. It's kind of hard to tell by the picture how far away he actually was from the plane.
how close it
I
was.
was just curious how close he was to it.
Yeah,
It
well,
was
I read
quite
the
close.
article today. Somebody else had it on their show, and it's pretty much a deliberate act because I guess it was announced that the plane will be doing a low flyover, and I guess he wanted to get a shot. So
Yeah.
you really
Yeah.
can't say it was accidental that he was in the same area. That everybody knew the plane was going to do a low
No,
flyover.
at
the
least it
crowd.
was a miscalculation, right? Right?
Yeah, well, like I said, another thing, I guess this actually happened a few years ago, didn't it, David?
Last year, I think.
Was it last year? I thought it was about two or 3 years ago. I
Um,
guess it finally went to the courts or whatever, and
yeah.
he finally admitted to it. I guess he was denying it up to the last minute to where they got his telemetry.
No, I
And it-
think he admitted to flying it, but denied that it was deliberate. So
Yeah.
it went through the courts.
Yeah, I guess once they got the telemetry, they pretty much knew he was trying to get a shot.
9th of July last year.
Oh, okay.
Oh, I thought that just recently happened, like within the last week or something.
No,
No.
it was
not
I
for
thought
July,
it
but
was
it's
about
court
2 years
cases
ago it
today.
actually happened. Because like I say, for that drone, for the picture of that drone, I would say it had to be a Maverick 2 Pro. It's a pretty decent sized drone because a Mini 3, even at that low altitude, it would be real small.
Well, that's and like I said, it's kind of hard to tell by, the picture how close he actually was because how camera plays tricks
Right,
on
yeah.
you when you're
Well,
looking
it's
at
all
stuff
about
like that.
depth perception.
Right.
Like I say,
Not
like
only
I said,
that, but
that's the picture
fact
that we got.
the fact that they were moving images, there's always going to be some movement blur.
Yeah.
But that's
I'm
what
just
I
thinking
was
the
trying
fact
to
that,
think
the
of.
plane could have flew right past the drone, and by the time that guy took that picture, the plane could have been several feet, 100 feet past it.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of was depth perception. I couldn't think of the word. It was
Yeah.
on the tip of my tongue.
And that's what I always say about people when they, talk about flying and watching your drone and looking at your tablet, whatever. I said, when something's in the air, when you have that much space behind it like that, your depth perception is so off. You can't tell how far away or how close that drone is until it's really, I said within about 100, 200 feet of you.
Well, it's the same way when you're like looking at the camera and
Mhm.
you're like, you'll be like crossing over a road or something. You know, it
Yeah.
looks like you're over the road when you're actually, you
guys,
know,
that's the
a
drone.
little ways back.
That's the drone?
No.
No, I was gonna
I,
say.
I look like an Inspire size right there, or Matrice.
Yeah, that was definitely a DJI foldable.
Yeah.
According to the article, the video, that's the drone.
That's
There's
a big
no way.
drone. That's
Nah,
an
don't look it,
enterprise
does it?
size.
No.
No, that definitely was a DJI foldable. You can clearly see that.
Yeah.
I've seen enough of those drones to know what they look like. I mean,
And
we
I
all
guess
have.
that information came out right along with the same thing as I guess the airport in Scotland had to shut down again because of drone activity.
Oh, that happened. Oh, it was Heathrow and Gatwick. Kept happening.
They said it just happened in the last a couple of days again, and I was commenting on some. I think it was Alan Drones. He's over there in the UK, Scotland area. And I tell them, I said, I put blame just as much on the airport as I do the drone pilot because he was saying that this has happened several times and they've arrested some people. I said, I mean, safety management of operations at airports should have some kind of system in place by now to counter that. We call it the aeroscope system or something should be put in place if you have repeat offenders doing this type of activity. You know, I said the main thing of an airport is to continue to have airport operations run uninterrupted. Because now you're talking about shutting down a whole airport for 24, 48 hours. That means cancellation of flights, people getting stuck where they're at, can't get out, can't get in. I said, you guys are not seeing the big picture here. You know, my thing is, yeah, you prosecute those pilots to the full extent of the law, but you guys got to protect your operations better. Say something, Justin. I know you're getting bored.
Ooga booga.
Hey, Justin hasn't been feeling well. He's debating about whether or not he goes back to work tomorrow because he's not feeling well.
You have COVID? You don't have COVID, do you, Justin?
So I was asking him, how was his meeting with the big boss?
That's Wednesday. Come on Wednesday.
Oh, next Wednesday? Oh, I thought it was yesterday.
So now's a good time to get COVID.
Yep. Be all chummy over lunch.
Might be Justin's time of the month. You never know.
That could be.
Yep.
What's going on,
So,
Mr. Jackson?
How you doing, Drew?
Oh man, just getting older, dude. Just getting older.
Yeah, I feel you. Yeah.
No,
Doing it every day.
Does Marshall live in Mexico or something, or is he like?
He lives on the border.
Oh,
Well, not pretty close to the border, not right on the border, but
oh.
Yeah, he lives where David and Robert live in Arizona.
Oh, there he is. There he is.
Oh, no, and Tim, I said I'm not craving Hershey bars, so I'm good.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Well, there's two ways. You can
Marshall
crave a
goes
Hershey
back and
bar, or
forth
you could be
across the
shooting out
border.
Hershey bars.
Marshall goes back and forth across the border because I think he gets, like different things cheaper over there,
Oh,
So who's going to buy the Inspire 3 when it comes out?
But Dre's not gonna need to. I mean, I wouldn't think you would need that, would you?
No, when Aspire 3 comes out, I'm looking for a fully equipped Aspire 2 kit.
Right? Right.
Just so
Well,
loads of weeds blow across the screen.
Well, the thing is, are they coming out with a whole new camera to replace the X9? Because that's their newest one that they have.
The X9 would be the newest one, but I'm just saying if I can get one with an X7 camera, Aspire 2 with X7 with the full complement, maybe a couple of batteries and the dual controllers and all that kind of stuff,
Uh-huh.
I'll be happy.
Yeah,
I can get it for about maybe $5,000 or less.
That'd be nice. 5 grand.
Do you have an Inspire 2, Gray, still?
No, that was my, I held off on it. I liked them, but like I said, there's just so many issues people were having with them. So I know it's not a type of drone you want to use very
Right.
often. It's very.
I love my Inspires, Dre, but what I didn't like was every time you wanted to change something, like if you wanted a thermal camera, you come back and land, change the batteries, change the camera, put it back in the air.
Right. Yeah, there's that, but just the fact that it's, I guess it's what you call a high maintenance drone.
Yep.
A lot of people are saying that, for every hour of flight, you're going to spend almost close to 2 to 3 hours of maintenance.
Yeah.
Wow. That's a lot of maintenance.
Yeah, well, I say just far as because I think it was Eddie Nunez talking about last night. Excuse me, like I had to sneeze. Was talking about last night on the legs. There's a bolt or a screw or something that goes into the servo that controls the legs that go up and down. And he said that's something you have to constantly look at because the legs, if you don't, it can become, I guess, backed out, and that means the legs won't come fully down, which means you're landing on the camera itself.
Yep.
So stuff like that. That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of maintenance and stuff. So it'd be a drone that you definitely break it out. Like I say, for someone like me on a job deal where I'm not using it every day just to fly.
Right.
It'd be a special situation drone. And that's why I was saying that, if I can catch a used one for about half the price, I feel like I got something good.
Why is it such a long process to do all that shit with that drone?
Well, like I say, it's a basically built to be a cinematography type drone. That's what it was built for that purpose. And that's why I say you can get one now that already has the ProRes license on it, even though most folks don't use ProRes like they were using a couple of years back because the cameras have gotten so good on the other drones, ProRes kind of fell off the map. So stuff like that. So like I say, it's a drone that the biggest advantage of that whole drone is the design of it. And the only other drone that has similar design is the unique H20 series. And when the legs come up and that camera can spin 360 degrees. And that's why it's a good cinematography drone because you can be flying it by yourself, spin that camera around 360 degrees, or you can have a team, one person flies and the other person controls the camera.
Yeah, that's the part that I like.
Yeah, so that's what I say. It's a specialty type drone for certain situations that, whenever you need it, you have it.
Well, it would be good, like if you had a client that you let the client take charge of the camera and you just do the flying.
Yeah, if you got somebody who wants to be
If they're
hands-on.
qualified for camera work, yeah.
Yeah,
Right.
somebody who's qualified. Yeah.
But it isn't like you hand a second controller over to somebody else that's, I've never done this. This is cool.
That's something that you definitely don't do.
That was pretty
Not
good.
unless you're working a big
That was
production
good.
like Matt, on the Steven
Yeah,
Spielberg
That
movie.
was pretty good.
Yeah, like I say, something like Matt did, he probably would have loved having an Aspire 2 at his disposal to get a lot more kind of shots than using any other type of drone, period. 'Cause like I say, all the rest of the drones, the cameras on the front is only going to have whatever field of view it comes with. So you got to position the drone itself to be in that right position and have that camera facing the right way. With that drone, doesn't matter where you fly that, you can spin the camera around in the opposite direction and keep flying another direction.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. So yeah, it's basically a cinematography drone, and like I say, it's pretty decent piece of equipment, but it takes a lot of attention to it.
I would like to get another Phantom 4V2 eventually.
Yep.
That's a good drone.
And that's what everybody was saying about the Phantom series. I said, everybody wants the Phantom 5, but the only way you can improve on the Phantom is make it like a Inspire, where the legs come up and the camera spins 360 degrees.
And interchangeable camera. That would be
You know,
good.
interchangeable camera, you know, that's always a nice added to it. But like I say, you know, if you made a Phantom with the legs folded up, once it took off, and you can spin that, even the camera on it can spin 360 degrees, that would still be awesome.
What would be cool if they could make a Phantom? Like if they ever do make a Phantom 5, you know how they Inspire, they like fold up, right? The legs. Now, what if you had the Phantom 4 or Phantom 5 come out with retractable legs?
Well, that's what I was just saying, you know, either
Yeah.
fold up or retractable legs. And I said,
Retractable,
it gives that camera the ability to spin 360 degrees.
yeah, yeah.
That, I mean, even with the standard camera comes on a Phantom 4 V2, that would be an awesome addition to that drone.
Oh, heck yeah. Heck yeah. Probably make it fly better too.
Yeah.
Dre, are you coming to the South Florida drone meetup this year? Or?
No, I won't be coming down to Florida, TJ.
Oh,
So you guys have a great time. I'll let you be my proxy.
okay.
Yeah. No, I
Well, I guess
need to plan a year in advance for that event.
Oh, gotcha. Well, I think I'm gonna go ahead and go, guys. I'm gonna see what I can get to eat around here.
All right,
So you
TJ.
guys have a good rest of the evening. We'll see y'all later on.
All right, TJ, take
All
care.
right.
All right, you
Catch
too.
you later.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right. Mine.
Mine.
I love that movie. Watch it with my daughter.
Which one is that?
Shoot.
Finding Nemo in it.
What was it?
Finding Nemo.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I haven't watched that in probably over 10, 15 years.
Yeah. It was a good movie to keep the kids quiet.
Yeah, well, I could say, you know, when mine were growing up, I bought all the Disney movies. So now with the grandkids, I have the Disney Plus channel.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had Disney Plus for a while just because of the Marvel. I really like my Marvel movies.
Yeah. I like I say, I'm not a big fan of the franchise. I'm more into the Star Wars side. Like Mandalorian came out last night. Mandalorian, you know, so I had to watch that last night.
Okay.
I even got into the animation of watching Bad Batch.
Oh, okay.
So that was the only two shows I watch on a consistent basis.
Yeah.
Other than that, I leave it up to the grandkids. Whenever they come over, they can watch whatever movie they like to watch.
I'll probably get the subscription again. Probably. I don't know. I'll wait
They
on it.
just went up on it.
Really?
Yeah. I think it's I want to say, because I was paying like $6.99, because I just renewed mine last November for $6.99, and for some reason my subscription got screwed up. I had to call them up about a week or two ago because they asked me to renew my subscription. I called them. I said, "Hey, dude, I just did this in November." You know, I'm like, "You guys are gonna get me like that."
Right.
They got it all squared away. Says, "Okay, go ahead and turn on, Mr. Crawford. Should be good." I said,
Well,
"Yeah."
I'm not sure if this story's true, but there was a thing on TV the other day about Disney looking to find a new streaming partner, maybe going with Amazon or Netflix, because they're finding the cost of running Disney Plus is outweighing the money they're taking in from it.
Well, I know when they initially launched it, they knew it was going to be what they call a loss leader.
Yeah.
Because they only were charging $6.99, and they know they need to charge at least 10 to turn a profit. But they've gotten so many subscriptions on it. Now they're going to play the game like everybody else, like HBO and everybody else and stuff. Now they're going to start creeping the price up. I think the new price is going to be either $7.99 or $9.99, something like that per month, or you can pay a whole year.
Here it's $9.99.
Oh
Here
yeah,
it is.
eventually Disney's gonna be like $20 a month. Just wait.
Yeah.
So like I said, they're playing the game like everybody else does. They got
Oh, they
everybody with the
reckon
introductory
that,
cost, and then they're gonna jack the price up over time.
Well, the
But
thing
they
is,
already got the deals already. They already got a package deal with Hulu and
Yeah.
ESPN.
yeah, but Disney and Netflix over here are losing customers like mad. They are.
Is that
Everyone's
right?
just literally giving up.
Not over
Hmm.
here.
Well,
Big time.
I know another system that Disney was talking about was like a different tier. If you pay for a higher tier, you'll still get everything with no commercials. If you get the basic tier, you'll start
Yeah.
getting commercials.
Amazon's
Hmm.
launched that over here. Not Amazon. Well, Amazon's got its own advert version, but you get
Mhm.
everything's free, but you got adverts. And Netflix have launched a subscription service where you have to have adverts and
Yeah, because I know my Paramount subscription is like that, and I keep the basic one. I don't care about the ads that much because they do them in block formation where you'll watch a show, then you'll be like 90 seconds of commercials, and they go back to the show.
yeah, and they do like 3 or 4 throughout the whole show, so it's really not that
Yeah.
bad.
So it's not
That's
really
how-
that bad and stuff.
Yeah.
So yeah,
well, over here, Discovery and Paramount Plus is all free. We
Well,
get
it's
it with
not
us.
that good.
We get it with Sky.
yeah,
I
Sky
think I
Network.
pay.
Yeah, we
I
get
think
it all thrown in. They've
Now,
just
let me ask you this,
Peacock and
David.
HU have now become part of Sky as well.
But David, let me ask you this. Now, I've heard a lot about Sky Network as far as having very high quality broadcasting. Everything's like in 4K.
You can have it in 4K, yeah.
You can cost you more. I know they talk about F1 racing and other events
Yeah.
over there. Yeah, get Sky Network. You can watch it in Ultra
No,
HD and all this kind of stuff.
No, what you've got the standard subscription, which is your standard quality.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and then you've got HD. If you pay for HD, if you've got a TV that will play 4K,
Mhm.
it will automatically pick up that you can have 4K and give you 4K
Okay.
What's HD?
high definition.
Oh, HD. Okay.
Shut up.
He puts a lot of emphasis on the H. He's like HD.
HD. That's how it's pronounced. HD.
I think we've already had this argument early in the week.
It's been an ongoing argument all week. Dominic was catching hell about something he said earlier today in Paul's show.
Tesla.
Oh.
Yeah, he was saying
Or
Tesla.
Tesla,
Because-
you were calling
yeah.
it instead of Tesla.
Yeah.
It's like David, say Adidas.
Adidas.
Okay, over here they call it Adidas.
What?
Adidas.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
it actually is called Adidas.
Yeah. Yep.
No, the
And we
reason why I was
say
asking that question, because I know here in the States, we drug our feet for over a decade, allowing a lot of broadcast stations to convert over to HD. And then they dumbed down what HD is.
Yeah.
Initially, HD was supposed to be, the lowest level of HD was supposed to be 1080i, was supposed to be the lowest.
Yeah.
But they dumbed it down to 720, and they allowed broadcasters to go ahead and broadcast at 720 if they said they could not afford to convert all their equipment to 1080i or 1080p. So even stations like ESPN, ABC, I want to say NBC broadcast at 720p. CBS, I think, does 1080p, and some other stations and stuff. So they really gave into the broadcasting people, the channels and stuff. Because like I say, we should be, United States, as always, we should be leaders in this stuff since we kind of invented most of it, and we keep
Right.
letting it slack.
There we go.
Yeah. Hey, Ron, how are you?
Oh, it's just like how we're the leaders in hot tea, you know? It's just.
No, but it just killed me. You know, like I said, I remember buying my first large, big screen TV, Mitsubishi, one of them big box ones back in the day.
Oh, the projection ones?
2000, yeah. In 2000, the CRT with the 3 lenses in the bottom of it and stuff. Awesome TV. Great picture, dude. I think it's still one of the best TVs I ever bought. And I bought that in 2000 for about $3,000. And here it is, it wasn't until like 2010 we started actually getting some standardized HD programming to even be watched on it.
Yeah. Well,
'Cause I know over here it was 2000 was supposed to have been the deadline date for all broadcasting channels to convert over to HD format.
yeah, I'm not sure what year it is over. I think it's 2027 over here.
What's up, Brown?
So I always like I like to watch a lot of F1. They always talk about Skynet sports or Skynet.
The only problem with HD TVs is they don't last.
Yeah, well,
You remember the TV in the 80s? It went the picture went a bit screw with. You just got up and give it a good smack on the side, and it went, oops, I'll go right. Yeah.
Like I said, when I bought that Mitsubishi in 2000, I had an RCA 27-inch 4 model console. I gave that to my brother-in-law. It still worked perfect. I gave it to my brother-in-law just so I have room to put that Mitsubishi in. I think he came up for another 5, 10 years before he got rid of it. That was a great TV.
Yeah, you just don't make things like they used to.
No, they don't. No,
Well, that's why the cost of a 55-inch TV is like, dude, you can go into Walmart sometimes and find them for like $300-400. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
$400.
Mm-hmm.
You could walk into stores over here now and get them for 150, 200 quid.
Mm-hmm.
They're literally giving them away.
Yeah.
But now,
well, like I said, they're throwaways. They're throwaways now.
But they know that within a couple of years, you're going to get screen burn. You're going to get, lots of different problems with the screen, lines and all sorts.
Right.
Well, that's what.
But when we're talking about these TVs as well, just for all you people that got Facebook and are on the marketplace, when you smash your bloody screen, put it in the freaking bin. Don't try to stand on Facebook, for God's sake.
Yeah, people don't. That's why you don't see TV repairmen anymore. People don't fix that shit anymore.
Well,
it's
like
not.
I say,
Cost expensive.
well,
isn't
the
it?
problem is the TV repairman price himself out of the market. When a guy's
Mhm.
going to charge you $200 to fix it, he says, "I can go buy me a brand new one for $300."
Right.
What are you going to do?
Exactly. Like that, and that's the thing is like, like you said back, how much did you pay for that TV back in 2000? A couple grand, right?
$3,000 for that.
Yeah.
It was a 55-inch floor model CRT projection, TV.
Now I could take that $3,000 and buy one for every damn room in the house.
Yeah.
Well, we've got a 58-inch smart TV, Android TV.
Mhm.
It cost us 250 quid.
Yeah. And then
Yeah.
and another thing that killed a lot of the TVs in the market was the fact that people were trying to buy these early versions of smart TVs, and then the TV was kind of useless to you because you still had to get a cable box or some kind of other device to get the channels. Now I talked about, you can get picture in picture and all this kind of stuff, and you can't use none of the features on the TV because you have to get a box to watch everything, which cancels out all the TV's feature.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, when you had to get the converter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that. And then they started coming with the little thumb drive or the USB ports, so you could actually
Mhm.
record TV on them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you put the little put a thumb drive or something in it.
So I see. So basically, your TV is like a computer monitor. That's all it is a monitor.
Yeah, pretty
That's
much.
all it is.
That's
Like I say, that's why these TVs are getting so thin, because they're taking out the ability of the TV to actually pull in a signal. There is no we call it receiver in it anymore. It's just a monitor.
Oh, that's why big TVs like that are so damn light too. I mean,
Yeah,
a 55 or even a 70-inch TV isn't really heavy. It's just awkward for one person to pick it
right.
up.
That is,
But
you're
it's-
exactly right, Justin. It's just awkward trying to hang it up by yourself.
Right, but if you actually open up one of these new TVs, there's barely anything in it. It's just a little control board
Mm-hmm.
and then the screen and a couple ribbon cables running to some stuff, and that's it.
That's
I mean,
it.
there's really nothing inside of them. They're
Yeah.
pretty much half the shell's empty.
Right, because the newer ones now don't even come with the RF plugs on the outside to hook to an old style RF cable connection. If you don't have a Cat 5 or HDMI cord to hook to a Roku or Amazon stick, you got luck.
Well, that's why so many, like even a lot of these old gaming systems, that's why all these companies are coming out with these third-party converters.
Mm-hmm.
Now you can boot the RCA cables to HDMI now, and because
Right.
there's no other way to hook them up unless you have an old ass TV.
Yeah, because like I say, my wife bought my daughter's. It'd be about 6-7 years ago now. That old what was that old Nintendo system?
Which,
And they put-
64.
not the
Switch?
64. It's a little beyond the 64.
Switch?
When it came up with little handheld devices and stuff.
Nintendo Switch?
No,
No,
not that far.
It was the Wii.
Yeah, the Wii.
Oh,
Wii.
I've got 7 of them.
Yeah, it was the Wii system, and like I say, it had the RCA plug-in, so I had to get an adapter to get the RCA plugs and for HDMI out, so I can plug
Hey,
in the back
Paul.
of my AVR, so we can play on the big screen.
Right. Yeah, when you buy a lot of these systems now from these retro stores, they actually
Mhm.
give you HDMI converters with them now.
I just wish they would get rid of VGA. I hate it.
Yeah, I don't understand why they're still using VGA and like a lot of these. I don't understand the damn graphics cards, why they give you.
I don't like it. I mean, it goes from VGA to DisplayPort. It's stupid.
Well,
Why
that's
not
like,
just keep it display to display?
well,
You
it's
still
like
got,
that.
you still got a video card with VGA on it, Tim?
Yeah. Yeah. I hate it.
Well,
Is it
it's,
VGA or DVI? Because I thought VGA had been phased out now.
No,
some
VGA.
of them.
If you got a VGA, I'm like David. DVI sounds like that you would have that maybe because
No,
none
no.
of mine have it on my board.
Yeah.
All of mine are.
See, I had to get rid of. I had to
No,
get rid of my monitor because I needed to go from DVI to VGA for the monitor, and the monitor wouldn't have it. I was like, no, that monitor's the monitor had to go.
No, mine is display from the card to VGA on the TV. Sorry, or on the monitor.
Okay.
Sorry.
I was getting ready to say because mine all have either HDMI or display port.
Well, see,
Yeah.
that's what I don't understand about the graphics card I just bought. Why are you giving me 3 display ports and 1 HDMI? Why not just
Oh.
make them all HDMI or all
One of
display?
them's DVI. It's probably one is DVI.
Well,
No,
26.
I know. No, it is. It's Justin's one. It is 3 display port and 1
HDMI. I don't
Right,
understand that. Just
And
give me
that's-
one or the other.
it's
No,
supposed
there's
to
a
be
reason
display
for that.
port. Supposed to be the better connection.
It is
Right.
supposed
Yes.
to have a better quality
Right.
picture.
DisplayPort used to be the better connection. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you now the more modern HDMI cables give you a better signal.
Is that right?
DisplayPort though, it's good for daisy chaining
Mm.
where HDMI is not. That's why they still only give you 1 HDMI, but they give you 3.
Well, there you go, Dave. I couldn't daisy chain my 3 monitors.
I couldn't
No.
on mine either, because like mine's
Right.
got, my monitors have VGA, DVI, and
And I'll tell you why.
DisplayPort. But for
Right.
some reason, the display ports don't work on my monitors.
But
Right.
I'll tell you
You
why.
can't.
Because
You can't
the
daisy
old-
chain.
Yeah. The days of daisy chaining, are now more or less over.
But you should
You're
be
not
able to
gonna get-
daisy chain. You should be able to daisy chain from your primary monitor to your second and third.
Yeah, but most
So-
people, yeah,
Well,
but
why
daisy
would you
chaining,
want a daisy chain when you can run 2 monitors off 1 card?
Exactly.
Oh yeah, I can run 3 off of this one. The third
Right.
one is VGA.
yeah,
but-
but daisy chaining wasn't really designed for consumer. That was more for businesses and stuff.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, Yeah, yeah.
That
I
was
mean-
for like a call center that had to daisy chain a bunch of monitors.
I used to have
Right.
6 monitor screens on my computer at one time.
Hmm.
6 24-inch monitors.
Yeah.
And they were running through free from the graphics card and free through USB to HDMI
Oh, okay.
converter. I've still got loads of them converters somewhere, so I could still add loads more on if I wanted to.
Well, I'm going to go down to one monitor, but it's going to be a lot like one of the long ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
ultra
you
wide.
want an ultra wide
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
because I've got 2 29-inch ultra wides and then a 7-inch.
Yeah, I want that freaking I want that new Corsair curve. I think it's a 42-inch and you can actually adjust the curvature yourself on it.
I don't
you-
like that, man. That would mess up the pixels, wouldn't it?
No, but
Yes,
freaking Linus did a really good review
Right.
on it, bro. And him and another dude got on both sides of the monitor and like squeezed it as hard as they could.
Yeah,
Didn't do anything to it.
but it's good now because that's the thing. It's like the Galaxy Fold. Yeah, you can bend it, open it, close it, but they only guarantee it for something like 40,000 bends.
Right, but the thing is with the adjustable curve monitor, you shouldn't be adjusting it constantly. You should find a
No.
curve that you like and then leave it.
Right, and just leave it.
Right. It's
Curved monitors were overrated anyway.
I just like the curvature, especially when you're gaming, because it kind of gives you more of a
Oh.
wraparound.
That's what I want, and plus, it's going to be easier to clean when it's on my wall. You know what I mean? So I don't know. That's why I got
question
these
is,
three.
what does a 4K curve, I would say 40-inch, 48-inch, whatever curve monitor run? I know.
Well,
there's a
mine, I
bunch of
want.
1080p
I want a
ones are going on sale for dirt cheap.
I want a 65. I think it was. I looked at it, but it's going to be over $3,000.
The
So I gotta wait.
Corsair one, I think, was 2,000.
You guys enjoy yourself.
Oh, I'm
think
just
I
saying
think
I
my
would like to
4K
have.
24s.
I'm just saying I would like to
Yeah.
have one. I'm not saying I'm gonna get one, but I'd like to get one at some point.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying too is like a lot of people, like I was telling me and Tim were talking about that one day. Some of these real high-end gamers on
Yeah.
YouTube, they'll spend more money on their fucking monitor than they will their entire computer.
Yeah,
These
that's
guys
true.
will go out and spend like 5-6 grand on a monitor, and their
Well, I mean,
computer
I
only costs them
understand
2 or
the
3.
desire to have one. That's why I said, I remember one time, when I was 10, 15 years ago, a lot more heavy into gaming, I use a projector.
Yeah, I saw that.
Put it on a wall. And
Yeah.
dude, talking about
Yeah,
awesome view. Dude, I was picking people off with a sniper rifle. They look like live-size people.
Yeah.
oh, you want me to do it? Okay.
And you can still use projectors for a monitor, so
Yeah.
it's pretty. I don't know. I like my 327 inches or 27 inches, but
Well,
they're all right.
And what's cool about having a curved
I,
monitor is
I,
they have programs you can download.
Just tell
And it will
Justin not
actually-
to get excited, but I'm going out.
They'll put like a
I'm gonna cover up his cooker out there because we're getting 8 to 10 inches of snow in the morning. Okay? Yeah.
But like what I like about the curved monitors is you can download that program and it'll put like a small thin virtual bezel right in the center. And then it splits it into 2 screens, so they're
If
both
you
2
get-
dedicated screens.
Yeah, right. If you get an LG monitor, all LG monitors come with this software
Right,
that
just
allows you to split it into 4 or
Right.
X. You can
Micros-
as many as you want, but also you could have. This is what I like about these 2 monitors I've got. I can have an in display within the monitor.
yeah,
well, I can
Microsoft.
Yeah, and I can move it around, so I can have a second computer plugged into the same monitor
Well, you
and use them at
you
the same time.
you can do endless tabs. I mean, endless.
Well,
browsers. Keep on
and
opening them up.
Yeah, Microsoft actually has a program built in to Microsoft that you can download too. It does the same thing.
Yes. But
Yeah.
like I said, with the LG ones, you have the little in display. So if you've got your main computer coming in on HDMI, you could have say your Xbox coming in on the display port and have your little screen within what you've got on your computer, or you can go vice versa. So while you're gaming, you could also have your little computer screen going.
Well, I got my laptop here, so that would come in handy too, so. I don't know, I just want a big ass rectangular monitor. I think it'll be good.
There's a 34-inch curved ultra widescreen monitor, 400 quid.
See if I can find it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I just would rather have myself one big screen. Cause you gotta think too, that's less cables you have to run everything.
Right,
I mean, if you're running 2 or 3 screens, you can eliminate, anywhere between 3 to 4 cables right off your desk right immediately.
exactly.
Immediately.
Exactly. Right. That's what I want it for.
Like if I went to one screen, I could eliminate 2 major cables off my screen or off my desk all in one shot.
The
Oh, yeah.
only one thing I will say, because this is why I got the 29-inch monitor screen. I thought that's what I'd do. Once you come to gaming, you're like, frick that, I don't want all them little extra apps on this one screen. I'm having a second screen for them apps, and I'm having my full game on this 29-inch. You really do get immersed in it. You will want a second monitor.
I got 3 now. I just don't like that VGA connected to the back of the monitor, and it sort of like weighs down the port, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, or VGA should be. If you've got a VGA monitor, I'd just scrap it and get a new one.
Well, this is only a 60 hertz, all 3 of these. That's bull crap.
Mine is 75, so.
Yeah,
I mean,
most of the standard ones, the cheaper ones that you buy are all now 75. I've noticed that looking around on Amazon.
well, these were 220 a piece, and then I thought they would have been 120
Why
or
didn't
something.
you tell me that?
It's 60. Crap.
Yeah, I was looking at some just different monitors on Amazon a couple weeks ago, and it seems like the standard ones now are 75.
Yeah, well, these 29-inch ones, I didn't buy them brand new. I got them second hand off Facebook Marketplace, where people didn't realize what they were selling.
Well, here's one. This is a Prism 49-inch. It's $2,000.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be perfect.
Now you just make sure you get that.
Well, I
extended-
think that's a lot of money.
And it's 144 hertz. So,
You just want to make sure you get the warranty on that thing.
oh
For
yeah.
that much money. I would definitely be buying that extended warranty through Amazon.
Heck yeah. Oh, I get it because I'm Amazon Prime member. But yeah,
Well,
that's what I want.
whenever I buy something that expensive, I always get the warranty because it's for another $5-10 on something.
Oh, I got a 3-year on my 65-inch. I got a 3-year warranty.
And what's great about the warranty on the newer electronics is they won't actually fix the shit. They'll just give you your money back and you can go buy another one.
Tim,
Right.
I don't know if you still get this offer, but I've just gone onto that monitor screen's main website.
Mhm.
Half price
Half price.
on that. Yeah, buying it from them.
Oh, that's by Prism? From Prism. I mean,
Buying directly from the manufacturer.
yeah. But
Yeah. $1,000.
yeah, but that's England. That's England one.
No, it's in dollars, so it's not.
Where's
That
Prisma located at?
would still be about 1,500 over here.
If it's thinking of dollars, you can kind of get an idea of what it's going to run you.
Mm-hmm.
Because if
Yeah,
something's
it's the same
$1,000,
monitor. But is that a Russian flag?
Turkish, I think.
Turkish. All right.
yeah, because if something's $1,000 here, usually Tim would have to pay around 1,500 to 1,800.
Right, that's how much it'll be. Yeah. So it's still around the same price. I just gotta wait. That's gonna be the last thing I get.
I had to go out and put the cover on the barbecue because we're getting 8 to 10 inches of heavy snow in the morning, so.
You got salt and throw the salt down now.
Yeah, I got a little bit, but not much.
Well, if you just light the barbecue up, ain't no snow gonna melt, stick to it.
There you go.
Crikey, they're really coming down in price. The Prism one, that's 900 quid. And then you've got a Samsung Odyssey for 1,000.
Odysseys are
Yeah, and the Zus one is 828. And then you've got an ACOP or AOC, whatever that is. They're 764.
yeah.
These are well coming down in price.
My TV's a Odyssey. It's Samsung. 4K.
The only problem is I won't buy Samsung anymore, not monitor wise.
I love Samsung monitors. They're awesome.
They used to be. I just got fed up with the screen burns and different
I
issues.
never had a problem with any three of these, and it's been 2 years. I haven't had one problem.
I like Samsung electronics, but as far as their appliances and shit go,
Nope.
I would never buy any of that. Their appliances are crap.
What was that? Who was it? Chris Hope, wasn't it?
Yeah, when I said something
Yeah.
about his refrigerator, I
Yeah.
felt bad after that, but then like a month later, something happened where the shelves broke inside the refrigerator. Cause I told him
Yeah.
that when he told me he got a Samsung smart fridge, I said, oh God. I said, no, you
No.
didn't.
It looked cool though when he was showing it off. Looked cool as hell.
Well, yeah, they all look really cool until you plug them in,
Yeah.
and everything fucking breaks on them.
It's like my
Samsung-
washing machine, Samsung washing machine. It's got this great feature. It'll text you if you leave your phone in your jeans pocket. Oh, it's
Oh my
great, isn't it?
God.
My phone's in the fucking washing machine going off to tell me my fucking phone's in the washing machine.
Yeah, but how's it gonna know that beforehand though?
Right.
Well, most of
I don't know.
the, yeah, but
It
most of the newer Samsungs and iPhones though have a certain water resistance, so too.
Yeah,
Mm.
but what I'm saying is it sends you a message to say that there's something, a foreign object in the washing machine. You can't stop the washing machine cycle though to get it out.
Open up the door.
You can't. You
No, a
can't
lot
stop
of
the
them have
cycle.
locks now.
Oh my God. Really?
Yeah,
Well,
that's what I mean. It's just pointless.
the one we had, it locked, but if you hit the pause button, it would unlock the door.
Yeah. Mine has a pause button. Yeah.
Yeah, the one we had, the Samsung one we had, if you hit the pause button, it would unlock the door so you could like
Now,
add.
over here, you have to stop the washing machine, put it into a spin cycle to release all the water, and then
Is
it will-
yours a side
mine-
loader?
He's a side loader from, yeah. Well,
That's
mine,
why.
it has a pause button. I bought it brand new for $400 last year, and it's been working great.
evening, Bill.
Good evening. It's a good thing Samsung's got some kind of a water resistance because, some people have been known to piss their pants, and you got that thing in your pocket. You need some water resistance. I used to like Samsung.
What the
50-inch
hell?
TV in the bed, with 50-inch TV in the bedroom, not even 3 years old. That, oh no, 3.5 years old, whatever.
Really? Mine's 2 years. Mine's 2 years old, 65 inch. It's
Good. You
working
got a year. No, I've got a Samsung in the living room that's probably 5 years old. That's a 60-inch. That's doing just great. But I don't know. Maybe just the newer they get.
Yeah, the quality's
they
gone
are.
downhill.
I don't know.
They're more concentrating on the phones than they are on the other tech.
What will happen is
The
after
one
my
in the li-
year
the one in the
warranty
living room.
goes out.
The one in the living room is used a lot. I mean, it's on. Although even if we're not watching it, my wife would just like turn it on and just go about her business. And thing will run all day. It's doing great. Don't get me wrong. It's doing great. But Dad went through one recently. I just went through one. So to me, they're all the same. It's all, you got to get lucky, get the right model. It's funny. I've got a TCL cheap ass Chinese TV in my office that's way older and just works perfectly. So,
They're all
Again.
cheap Chinese TVs.
I never had a problem with Samsung. I mean, other people have, yeah, don't get me wrong, but not me. I haven't had no
I had a,
trouble.
I had a Samsung front loader washer I couldn't wait to get rid of. Just got rid of that.
Dude, I used to get people coming to Walmart all the time in the electronics department because we sold Samsung phones. Started yelling at me because their washing machine broke and wanted us to honor the warranty.
Oh,
I
God.
was like, we don't do that here. We don't even sell that. The hell you mean? I'm not honoring no warranty. I was like, you gotta go. So that's a completely different division of Samsung. We have nothing to do with that.
Wait. What?
I used to get people coming in.
Where do you live?
And they would bitch at me because they just saw Samsung signs and assumed
Yeah,
we
you
had
said
something to do with
Samsung.
it. And they would get pissed
Yeah.
off and bitch at me about their washing machines or their refrigerators or whatever. And I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah. Well, I had a Samsung. I've had Samsung phones. They were fine until they weren't. Just like anything else, you know. Which one did I have with the stylus? What do you call it? The what's the one that comes with the stylus? You know, you stick it up its ass.
the Ultra.
No,
The what?
They're now called
Note.
Ultra. It used to be the Note.
The Note.
The Ult-
I had a
they don't
Note.
do the Notes anymore.
You know, my Note 2 stopped working. God damn it! That's only 10 years old. What's the matter with
Yeah.
that phone?
But you know they don't make the Note phones anymore. They only do the Ultras now.
Oh well, you
I
know.
think I got the
That
last Note, which is the Note 20.
Yeah, I've just
Did
got
it go
rid
up
of
that
that.
high? Yeah, I didn't know too. I actually like that phone a lot, but it bricked.
Is that the foldable one? Sorry.
No,
No.
that's the Flip and the Z phones.
Okay.
No, the notes were the ones with the big screens. And they were
Mhm.
known for the stylus, but then
Yeah,
they started
well,
putting
now-
all that on the
Big-
ultras.
Big
But
screen
now the
with stuff.
stylus comes in the Ultra.
Mhm.
Well,
All I know is I got about 5 more payments on this thing, and I'm sure it'll screw up by the time I make the last payment.
Yeah. Like I
That's
said,
advanced tech.
that's
That's
how it
advanced
works
tech.
now.
That's advanced technology, brother, to be able to die just on time like that.
Yeah.
It's
Gotta give
normally,
it
the day, it's normally the day after the warranty ends. It's like, poof.
that's what I was about to say. I'll wait until one more year with my 3-year warranty. Yeah.
Oh, what you do is you wait like a
I
month
get it.
before.
Go
Go
ahead.
I was gonna say, Tim, wait till about a month before that 3-year warranty's up. And then, just sprinkle a little water back in the back of it. Just a light little drizzle of water.
Oh, they always got.
I
they
get
always
I
got
get
the deal
a
to get
kick
you
out
back
of
in the
that
store.
advertisement. I don't know whether you get it over there or not, but here, they're advertising if you bring in an old phone and change over to their company, you get a free phone.
I'll
And
get a discount, but
yeah,
not a free.
and it's an old one. You get a free one here. And what it is the guy shows them, oh yeah, that's a Galaxy, whatever. And you get a free one. And the guy sitting next to him says, well, I got this phone. It's an old flip phone where you got to pull the antenna up out.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah.
And she goes, yeah, that's quite a phone.
Nokia.
They did used to have that deal over here, but what was happening? People was going to the local Argos store and buying the cheap £10 phones and then going and swapping it.
Yeah.
Oh, they were doing that here too with Metro. They were offering a
PCS, I
free.
think it is. Yep.
Yeah, they were doing a free $300 phone if you brought in any other phone.
Yep.
It was a Samsung, so people were coming to Walmart buying the $10 phones from fuck, I can't remember the name of it.
Yeah, we call them drug dealer phones. They're the ones that are not smartphones. They're just like the old-fashioned phones.
Yeah, burner phone. Burner
But-
phone. Yeah.
But Metro was fine with it because they didn't care. They were trying. This is right when T-Mobile bought them out, so they were trying to steal as many customers as possible.
I
Yeah.
think
So
I think
they knew what people were doing.
I think the latest ad I'm talking about was through T-Mobile. It's the little dark-haired chick, really cute.
Yeah,
Yeah.
with
Lily.
It's
T-Mobile.
all about the
Really?
contract. It's not about the equipment. It's about the contracts.
Anyway, this is like Lee Evans says over here in his sketch. You buy something, you get to the when they're telling it, yeah, it's indestructible. This thing will last forever. You could drop it, you could kick it, you could do everything with it. And then when you get to the till, they ask that important question: would you like the extended warranty?
Yeah.
I always buy the warranties on expensive shit. Only
Me too.
because the
I
reason
know.
why is if I buy from Amazon or Walmart, when you go cash in that warranty, they won't fix a 50-inch TV if it's broke. All they do is they refund you the money back that you spent on that TV, so you get your full amount back.
That's true. That's what I do with my other 65.
Walmart and them use the same company for doing that, and that's all they do.
Yeah.
But the way they make money is that, 8 out of 10 people don't ever file a warranty on their stuff.
Yeah. I had
So-
to do it twice on my last big TV because it lasted a week and then blue screen. But I got a brand new, they gave me a brand new TV.
What the hell were you watching?
I did. Yeah. I don't know.
You got Shiza videos and stuff. You know, the TV.
But it was funny. The last one that they gave me the TV plus a sound bar because it happened to me twice. So I sold that one for about 1,000, I think.
Like I said, every time I buy from Walmart or Amazon, if it's an expensive electronics, I just get the little pay the
Yeah,
little
I
extra
try
money.
not to buy TVs from Walmart. I bought an LG TV for my dad once. It took 4 TVs before we got one out of the box that wasn't cracked.
Yeah, I
Screen
would
was
say if
cracked. Three in a row were cracked. So I stood there and watched them cut the wrap off the pallet and hand me one that just came off the truck. And that one was okay.
from my experience in the couple years I was in electronics in Walmart,
Mark,
32 and smaller always seemed to be fine. Anything bigger than that, you were guaranteed to at least find 1 or 2 broken off the truck.
Mark,
No, these weren't.
Probably
No,
doing
these
the
weren't.
right
broken.
thing,
These are the monkeys that were working there. They were throwing stuff all over the place.
You know,
Yeah, they throw
a
it.
bunch of Justins.
yeah, but
Yeah.
Mark,
The people that
Mark's doing the
work
right
there, like,
thing now. Yeah, because over here all the contracts are going up in price. So his contracts come to an end. You're better off going down to a SIM-only deal, keeping your old phone, because in a couple of months' time, they're all going to start trying to get people back in. So they're going to drop the contract prices.
I don't do contract.
I don't either. I went to Metro PCS. They gave me a free $300 phone. Gave me the $60 plan for $40 for life. Like I don't ever have to worry about that going up. Plus I get a second line for free that I don't have to pay for at all.
Well,
Thanks.
T-Mobile really pioneered that whole thing with the no contract.
Yeah, and I
yet
never
they,
signed a single
and yet-
contract.
and yet they still divide up the payments on the phone for you without a contract. And they pioneered that whole thing.
Well,
Now, when I was
said,
at home, when I was at home, Sprint was around. Is Sprint still around? That's what I
well,
use.
they got bought out by T-Mobile.
Shut up, Justin.
Right, yeah.
Excuse you, ma'am?
Oh my God, here we go, Bertha.
Well, the best way I found how to reduce my bill is kick kids out of my house.
That
Shut up, kid.
Wait,
worked.
Bill,
That
I
worked.
do have to ask you an important question.
Yeah.
Your missus comes home with her wages and she goes, here you go, pay the bills with that. Do you put it in your wallet and go, thanks very much?
What are you talking about?
What?
When your missus
Huh?
when your missus gets paid, she comes home and she goes, here's my money towards the bills, pay the bills. Do you go, thank you very much, and put it in your wallet and keep it?
No.
Oh, Bill. Pay Bill.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
Hey, Bill.
Oh, Jesus.
What are you talking about?
Hey,
Oh,
Bill.
my
My wife, every other week gives me $1,200 to throw in the account. That's what she does. The rest
He's
she puts in her
saying-
own. The rest she puts in her own account.
He's saying your name is Bill.
Yeah. So when she says
Bill.
pay the bill, do you put it in your wallet and go, thanks very much?
Yeah, so clever. That's very clever. No.
Yeah, that was a.
You're gonna get
Yep.
Bill a black eye because now he's gonna try this next month.
Right. The wife is gonna kick his.
I don't need to. Just,
Oh, this
We
is
don't-
You went
There's
ahead and ordered,
there's
huh,
my
Paul?
order has been shipped.
Hey, You go, Paul.
Outdoor electric bike. Why the hell?
And big tires.
I
See
don't
the
know
price?
why he bought an electric bike.
Oh my god.
28.87.
So he doesn't have to pedal.
Hmm.
All
That's why you
shipped,
buy them.
all paid.
It's going to be about 4 inches big.
Yeah, it's gonna be one of those finger bikes. You know,
Yeah.
the Tech Deck finger bikes.
Yeah. Yep.
There it
How
is.
much? How much?
28.99,
$28.
99 cents.
No way.
Get the hell out of here.
No way.
It's a 26-inch mountain bike style.
26-inch mountain
It's
bike.
going to be just like those things back in the 80s where you got to keep on pushing it backwards to get it to go forward. You know what I mean?
Oh, look at what it's got. Let's see.
The little winding toys.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's got wheels.
Yeah.
Got a handlebar.
Shock absorber Shimano, mechanical
got
disc brakes. It's got the
Okay, $29
LCD display.
Yeah. There's going to be something wrong with it because they're even offering free returns.
Yep.
Maybe
No,
that's
what's
where they
wrong
make
with it
their
is
money on the
what's
returns. 'cause
What's
you
wrong
cannot
with
ship it back
it is
for
this
$8.
website's gonna disappear. This
Oh, I
website's
know
gonna
I'm not
disappear
going to get it, but you know.
No.
You might get a picture. Look
Yeah.
what you could have had.
No, they collect
Yeah,
up
that's
as
what-
much money as they can, and then the website disappears next week.
Yeah.
That's all.
Where does it say training manual? That's probably what it is.
But see, look at here. 9,943 of them have been sold.
Does it say 9,943 idiots?
Yeah.
Oh, sold. Okay, sorry.
Free worldwide shipping.
Oh, Lordy.
Well, the thing is, though, is like I think these scam artists would be a lot better off, like trying to sell you products
Yeah.
that are almost the
say-
price.
Paul, did you just say free worldwide shipping?
Yep.
Well, I'll tell you what, if that arrives, right, I want 4 of them.
I
Yeah.
already told him if he actually gets it, I'm buying one.
Got all the bells and whistles on it.
That's what they said about your credit card too. A nice shiny credit card with all the bells and whistles.
Let's see the dimensions, the size. Go back up. Right there.
Well, it does say 26.
45.7 inches height,
It's
24.8 inch handlebars,
which is
and 44.9 inches. And it's
What?
75.6 inches in length, and height is
Right, Paul, go back up to the price. Mark says underneath the price, it says it's per
What?
it's 29.99 per month for 3 years.
right there. 28.99.
You can even get an extra 5% off.
Yeah, I did. It only charged me $18.
oh Jesus.
And look what they did. They put Sam's Club up here in the corner.
Well, maybe you just need to start a scam YouTube channel where you can review scam products.
And it can travel 90 to 120 miles.
Wait a minute. Can you go back to the dimensions, please?
Yeah. Okay, hang on.
It's if you go by the dimensions, it's a standard 26-inch mountain bike.
So that's 3 feet.
Right, it's because the way they sell bikes over here, they go by the wheel size. So a 26-inch bike would be a standard mountain bike.
90 to
44
120 miles. It wouldn't travel. It's gonna travel that far in the back of your car, maybe.
Yeah.
112 centimeters is 3.6. Yeah.
See, right next to it, it tells you the inches.
Mhm.
44 inches.
No.
Wow.
Like I said, if he actually gets it, I'm ordering one.
I'm going to order about 5 of them.
Yeah. I'm just
Worldwide.
ordering. I'm just going to message him and say, how many you got in stock? I'll have the fucking lot.
Yeah.
And then sell them for about $1,000.
Halaboom Mall. Clearance
they-
sale. And,
They
and,
actually,
and they went in there and told why they're selling them so cheap. These products are backstock from distributors in our warehouse that have now reached their contract period, and the products have not been disposed of in a timely manner. Our warehouse has the right to sell this stock at a lower price or reduce our losses.
Oh, they're reducing something.
California warehouse.
well, if you actually look up the address too, it's actually a e-commerce warehouse. So they
Yep.
actually used a legit address. Surprisingly, 'cause
warehouse.
Normally they'll use somebody's house or a fast food restaurant. Or some just random address, so it'll be an empty lot or something. But they actually used a e-commerce address to a warehouse in Southern California. But I
I'll
think
let
they
you know
would
if
get,
anything shows up, but I'm not banking on it.
I'm honestly thinking they would get more people in that scam if they tried to sell it for like 200-300.
Hey, Darren, shut.
Well, if you go into,
Cause it would sound
Dre
more
left.
legit.
if
Very
you go
low.
to some legit
Yeah.
sites, there are them for $300 and $400.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they said, oh, we were gonna sell it to you for 200-300, that would sound more legit and more people would probably be willing to take the risk of trying to buy it. But
In
for
fact,
$28,
let me go to
5
Walmart.
out of 6 of the people on this panel know that they're not gonna try to purchase something that cheap. That's claiming to be that cheap when we know that that product is not. even
Where's
close
it
to that
coming
price.
from? Bang Ass Mall or something?
Yeah,
Banger Ass Mall? What is it?
Well, the address is technically to an e-commerce warehouse in Southern California. So they actually used a legit address to a legit warehouse, which is
That
surprising.
one. That one. Oh, it's not sure.
How do you know that's
Like-
a legit warehouse in
Cause
California?
we've
we
looked it
went
up
on
on
Google
Google.
Maps.
We went Google, right, and plus Dre knows the area. And the area where it is a bunch of e-commerce warehouses and stuff.
Oh,
So it's a legit address with a legit warehouse, but whether they're actually linked to that warehouse, I don't know, because like I said, usually these scam websites will use fake addresses to like, it'll be somebody's house or a PO box, or it'll be just some random business that has nothing to do with what they're selling. You know, they
I'd
don't
like to know
usually,
if he gets it. I'd like to know. Now, Mark White said that it's a small print underneath the price that says per month for 3 years. Did you see anything like that?
No, I
No,
don't see
you-
it. No.
no, he was just joking.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Well, it'll be good to find out. You do get it.
But it's just like Bill said, you know, if it's not a legit site, then it's just gonna disappear after so long. Then they'll
Right.
start up another one under a different name and
Did it give you a tracking ID, tracking number?
Well, Paul, if you actually look at my picture, this was a shot we saw today.
There you go. Paul's discounts. Because it did say it was shipped, right? So you
Yep.
should have got a
Yeah, but
tracking.
when you go look at the shipper, it's some off the wall shipping company, like a Chinese company or something.
you know what was funny, Tim, is yesterday we went to look up the tracking number and just this Chinese writing came up. So we
Oh,
took the
God.
Chinese writing and we put it in Google Translate and it said the translation was tracking number does not exist.
Oh shit. Yeah.
Shut up, Justin.
Excuse you, man?
Man?
Bertha.
He's just called you a man.
Bertha.
Yeah.
Shut up, Tim.
who is that?
I don't know who it is.
That's Laura.
Pain in the ass.
Sounds
is what
like
it
Laura.
is.
Why they call Laura Bertha?
No,
Well,
that was
that's on Justin's game, Bertha.
Bertha. Bertha likes
excuse
the-
me.
Yes, Bertha likes the butter bread.
Oh Jesus. Oh my God.
there's only-
Downhill this
There's
street
only
goes.
What did I tell that guy? There's only two kinds of people in prison. You and me.
God,
I'm gonna
You
buddy your
cannot-
bread, little man.
you cannot unsee that character. I'm telling you. Oh, that's. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it freaks everybody out the minute I walk into a store or something on the game.
I like that video where that kid just said, "What the hell?" and he backs up from you.
Yeah, and then I put one video out where the guy walked up to me and he goes, "Hey, would you like to buy some fresh meat in the store?" I was like, "I got your fresh meat right here." And he was like, "No, no, no, no." And he just walked away.
No, 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 no.
No, no.
Oh man. Because that
Consuelo.
kid he was going MFer and all this, and then you walked up to him and he goes, "Oh, what the hell?" And he backs up. I'm gonna laugh my ass off.
X.
Yeah.
I might as well just keep.
I wish I had a clue what you guys were talking about.
You have to go back and watch my last couple videos,
All right.
Bertha. It's in the title.
Okay.
It's a transvestite character I play, and I run around and freak people out. I mess with the cops.
No, he says, no.
No, no, no.
No, no, hell, freaking no.
No,
That-
I'm gonna do Consuela on that one. No,
Hold on.
no, he's not home.
I
You
told
know
the
what
cop I
roleplay-
had to,
Mr. Peter not home.
Mr. Superman not home. Mr. Superman not here.
You know what role play is
No,
for, right?
no.
People do role play because it's something that they want to do in real life, but they are afraid to do it, so they can do it on the role play game. Isn't that right, Justin?
Just wait till I see you in person, Tim.
Like, hell no, and I'll run the hell away. Shit.
Oh, Mr. Billy's home. Home, yes, yes. Oh, thank God.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, here's another one that cracks me up. I got this notification too, Bill. I'm gonna screen share it.
What's that?
You got $1 million put in your PayPal. Oh, sorry.
Your order is on its way.
Wow.
DJI Air 2S Fly More combo with the smart controller for $80.
I don't
Have
know.
you
That's gonna be some off-brand.
tracked your shipment? It says track your shipment
Where?
right up top. Move up, move up.
Yeah,
Right there, track your shipment to see the delivery status. There you go.
yeah.
Why are you donating your money to these scumbags? I'm just
Tracking
curious.
number. Oh, right there, no?
That's just, but who's ever heard of Blue Bus, you know?
That's HK. There you go.
Well, see, I have a feeling that this company took
Top
so
right
long.
track.
Well, no, I have a feeling that this company took so long to pull the money out of your account because they were waiting past a certain deadline to do that. PayPal allows for a refund. I bet you that's why they took so long
Yeah.
taking the money out, because now you're not gonna be able to get a refund through PayPal or your
Yeah,
credit
I
card
don't know.
company.
Right there, track your shipment.
I'm telling you,
I mean,
PayPal
it's-
is not the big savior everybody
Pretty
thinks
sure
it
that's a
is.
real, that's a real,
That's
that's
the
a real,
Halibut there.
that's a real
That's
shipping.
the
company.
bike.
It is a real shipping company. I've heard of it before. But
What
you
is
need
it?
to put your
Shin?
tracking number. You need to put your tracking number in that box. So
You can go to Google and
That's the
put it in.
bike. That's the bike that we're talking.
This is the bike.
yeah, no, I'm talking about the drone. If you go back to the drone, you can track it by putting your hey, get out of there. That's the bike. You want the drone.
Firm receipt. What?
Well,
Okay,
see,
let me-
what
let me
you
get
can,
back.
what he can do, Tim, is he can go to Google and put in track package, and Google has a box that comes up. And you can put a tracking number in there and it will search every company, shipping
No.
company, and it will find the one that it does,
Well, that's true. Yeah.
that it's going through.
Yeah.
There's the number. I've got it copied.
Now go to that link, Blue Buck,
I wonder if Blue Buck even ships internationally.
and now please enter the tracking number right there. And there you go.
Yeah, but see that Chinese writing comes up. as Tracking number doesn't exist.
Yeah.
Okay, go
tracking
to-
number doesn't exist. I
Somewhere
can
along
read that.
you'll be able to
I can read
translate
that.
it.
I can read it right now. Tracking number does not exist, motherfucker.
It's fuck you.
Now go to
Yeah.
Google.
Is there not an option at the top that says translate?
We did translate it yesterday.
No, without taking it out of the website.
No, it doesn't.
No.
Yeah.
So go to Google and what?
Punch
Copy
in,
those Chinese symbols.
but tracking number.
Ah,
Oh,
where'd you
too
go?
late now.
Go back.
Put it
Go
in
back.
here?
Yeah.
It's big.
No, go
What you-
put tracking number.
No, those Chinese symbols.
We did that yesterday in Google. It says tracking number doesn't exist.
Well, it doesn't exist.
Oh. Go back to the other page. You need to copy the
Okay.
tracking number.
Oh, I'm getting a headache.
Uh, Justin's
no,
saying
no,
it's
no.
gonna say tracking number doesn't exist. Well, then why do we need to search this number on any other tracking company?
No.
You
That's the
need to
company
go to
that-
Google one.
Or go to Google.
Take
Google.
the tracking number out and just put tracking number in search. And then it
Right,
should,
now-
Google should pop up its
I
own.
don't know that Google. I don't know that Google has every shipping company in the
Right,
planet.
guys, stop.
I don't think it
You're in
does.
Bing. Paul,
All
you're
right.
in Bing. Go to Google.
Alright, track package. Now hit track. No
The
results
results
found.
found.
This is
Well,
in
every track, but the thing is every shipping company uses a specific set of either numbers or letters in their tracking numbers. This
Yeah,
is
we
how they're
understand
able
that,
to,
but I don't know that Google has every shipping company on the planet.
Right,
you know.
Justin.
what?
How much would I bet that company doesn't even ship outside of China?
Right, Justin. Next time you do your birther videos,
You want Google tracking.
Forget it. It doesn't exist. It's baloney.
Why are you using Microsoft Bing? Oh my god.
Because it just dumps me over there. I typed in Google and it takes me here.
You need to set Google
No,
as
go
your
to
primary.
google.com. You silly bastard.
All right, here we go.
You can use Edge for that. That's fine.
Somebody please show Paul how to make Google his binary, what's
There
the
it
name?
is. Okay,
It's
now
primary.
right,
Yeah,
go
yeah,
back
yeah.
to the
Remember.
right.
No, no,
stop.
no.
Oh, Paul, go
Yeah.
back to the other page where you had your tracking details. You know the Chinese writing.
Place it right in there. Go ahead.
No, it's
No.
for the drone.
I give up. I'm home.
Good.
Home and hungry.
That one, I think it was.
yeah.
Copy that Chinese writing. Just
can
the
tell-
Chinese writing bit.
I can tell you're home.
Yeah, but that's gonna say
Copy. Now go
tracking
back to that
number
other
doesn't
page,
exist.
your Google page.
No, he's looking up the Chinese writing.
Right now,
Yeah,
just paste it.
Tracking number doesn't exist.
Right now, press enter.
Do I want to do it in English?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter, just press enter. It'll translate it anyway.
Enter will? Okay.
Right there to English. It's right there on the third one. Never mind.
A non-existent tracking number means the logistics system in the courier company does not have the information for tracking.
Right, tracking number doesn't exist.
Got all that from 5 or 6 symbols. Chinese are some crafty little bastards.
Oh, God.
Right. Anyway, Justin, as I was about to say, next time you do a birther video, here's your theme tune that you put to the video.
Oh,
Paul's discount.
Now, I've put the link in YouTube.
Lord.
Right.
All right.
Next time you do a birther video,
Hold on, I'm looking at it now.
just listen to the lyrics.
Only
I must make amends. Oh,
I worked all my life, no help.
hard all my lifetime. No help from my
Oh my
friends.
god, that's funny.
Oh Lord, won't you buy me?
Uh,
Color TV.
That's the next verse.
Next verse, yeah.
Yeah, you'll have to play it next time you walk into the shop. Just play that tune.
I gotta call TJ out in my next video. I promise I'd do that for him.
Dialing for dollars.
Tell him to stop looking at Bertha's ass. TJ really likes the Bertha videos. He thinks they're hilarious.
They are.
What you got
Really?
there? Paul?
I can
Really,
tell.
really, TJ finds something funny? How unusual.
Yeah, it's very unusual. I can tell
Wow.
Bill's home. He's connected to his Wi-Fi and the signal's gotten worse.
What are you talking about? No, I got my Wi-Fi turned off.
Yeah, right. Jesus. You can tell Justin's getting tired. Hungry.
I was giving him shit about his internet the other day, claiming that that's why his microphone wasn't working.
Oh,
My
Lord.
internet's just perfectly fine. But I'm on my cell service right now. When I'm outside
we're-
the house. I turn the Wi-Fi off. Put it on there.
Sure, you turn it off when you're not home?
That's right.
Really?
Yep.
I keep mine on.
Oh, you're talking about on your phone. Okay, I thought you were talking about in the house. Well,
Oh,
see,
so
mine,
he's using data then the whole
yeah,
time.
see, mine just auto connects when I walk up, when I get
Yeah,
close
mine
enough to the
too.
house. It
Yeah,
just
mine
auto
too.
connects.
I do that so I don't burn data while I'm at home. Yeah.
Well, the good news is mine doesn't need to connect to the home router because I've got unlimited data.
Yeah, I do too. I don't have to use it either.
Yeah.
I got
I
unlimited
just
data.
get, it's just 5G. I've noticed that when you're inside structures, oh, dude, it fucks with the signal.
Oh, it messes up. That's why. I
Yeah,
keep-
my
Yeah, my phone.
Wi-Fi on.
If it's not coming in good, then the phone drops to 4G. What's the big deal?
But if I'm
Yeah, it's
outside,
still-
well, I got my phone set to where it only stays on 5G.
No,
Yeah,
mine's
mine
mine's on auto.
Yeah, mine's on auto. But I get a full 5G signal in the indoors anyway. So
I do too, but I do notice
so
that
do
it's a little laggy, but they've said that 5G waves have a tendency of having issues, more issue of an issue going through walls and stuff than 4G
Yeah,
does.
Comcast is pretty strong in Port St. Lucie, so I don't even worry about it.
well, the good news is I don't have that
Not
problem.
Comcast, I mean T-Mobile is what I mean, is strong in Port St. Lucie.
T-Mobile gets hella good signal everywhere, man.
Yep, yep.
I've never dropped out of 5G at all, going around my entire county while I'm
honey.
working. I don't think I've dropped down at all, even on my work phone.
That hurt. I'm eating pho tonight. Yeah, sure. Oh,
I think I have mine set to 5. Let me look and see.
won't you buy me? Stuck in my head now. Thank you.
Now that I think about it, it did drop to 4G for a couple minutes the other day.
There you go.
So maybe I had it set to.
Get rid of it. Bump it.
Yeah, blow it up.
Oh, Lordy. Now I got that song stuck in my head. Thank you, Bill. Appreciate that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here you go from your store, Justin.
Holy crap.
Oh, won't you buy me?
It's from Walmart.
Yep. See what the original price was 1,000.
Yeah.
Now it's selling it for 600.
Yeah. That ain't bad. But shit, that would be close to $1,000 over here.
Well, look
Sure,
at here.
well-
All of these bikes are 1,000, 1,100, 1,200.
Right. Got a question for you. Do your Walmarts do the advertisement price guarantee?
Yeah.
In other words, if you go in,
Yes.
you go in and you've got that product,
Yes.
they'll match the price.
Yes.
No,
Oh,
and
I can see
well,
that.
hold on. What are you talking about? Matching prices to other companies or
To the
to
advertising.
themselves?
No,
Or to themselves?
companies.
They used to, but then too many people started. It depends. A manager can definitely do it for you if they want to. But Walmart actually stopped doing that a couple of years ago
That's
because
stupid.
Yeah.
too many.
No, that's a real shame, Justin. Do you want to know why? You could have got the website off
They-
Paul, gone in there and went, I want you to
No.
price match this.
They will only price match major retailers if they do it. They won't price match some random ass company off the internet. It has to be a major retailer. So it has to be Target, Walmart, Sam's Club, Costco. It has to be a major retailer that's known. They won't just do any
Over here, it's
website.
anyone.
But see, Walmart will price match their own online website as well, but the item has to be in stock online for them to do it.
See, that's like Dan Murphy's over here. If I see hypothetically a 30 pack for cheaper somewhere else, I bring that to Dan Murphy's and they match it. That's a bottle though, but
Right, but if a company is price matching to any random ass company on the internet, they're gonna lose a lot of money doing that.
well,
Because
that's
then I
true.
could, I could pull up any scam website and see, look, they got a Nintendo Switch for $2.
Yeah, but there's
Fuck
certain
that,
things. There are certain things that they will,
Well, see, a couple of years ago, last couple months there, when the Nintendo Switch first came out, they, Target fucked up on their website and accidentally put the Switch for $3. And it was, or $2.99, because it was supposed to be $2.99, I think, or $3.99.
Well,
But
Yeah.
they put it as dollars and cents instead of
well,
hundreds.
that happened to the same thing as Paul here. Remember the
Right.
Inspire, was it, Paul?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I remember that, but that's what I'm saying. is
He bought like 12 over or something. Yeah.
Yeah, but
something.
Walmart wouldn't honor them price match because
They
it was
were
a
coming,
fuck
they were
up from
coming on a
Target.
pallet.
Yeah,
Yeah,
when
they're
the-
coming in on the pallet. We're all, yeah, you better send us one.
yeah, when something like
funny.
that happens, a retailer is not gonna honor it.
Well, put
Yeah,
it
They're
this way.
just not going to.
Oh, they took care of it right away, didn't they, Paul?
Oh, yeah.
About a day, I think it was.
They had that over here in Tesco's. They priced the TV up at a penny for a 42-inch TV. And people were just going to the tilt, but they weren't. What was throwing the staff was they was puzzled why everybody was going through the self-service tills with these TVs, because they didn't want the staff to see that it was going through it as a penny.
Yeah.
Over here, if you did that and it was a legit fuck up, you would probably get arrested.
Well, Dan, just one decimal point can change everything.
Yeah. Once you
Because-
get, yeah, but over here, the law states they don't have to honor the price until you're past the checkout. Once you're past the checkout, they have to honor the price. So you've not done nothing wrong if you've legitimately gone through the till and it's gone through the till at that price. You don't have to honor it before that.
Now, what's Mark is saying? What's the answer? Only $2 when we've not got any in stock. What's
Yeah. Oh, that's the Argos way, that. We got this nice gaming PC, only £299, but we got none in stock.
yeah.
But
I'm
all
trying to
they
get
do
a
is-
sound bar, but I can't find a good one.
All they do is they do that. They advertise it at a great price when it's not in stock, because they want you to look at the other computers.
Yeah.
There's pressure at the bottom.
Yeah, it's weird. So do you like the 2060, Justin? You can probably see the difference, right? Okay, cool. Oh, yeah. Justin has left the building.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, for what you pay for, you can't beat it.
Hmm.
I only paid a couple $100 for it.
Yeah, 2060, it's good. He's got the same one I got now. So
2060 Super.
yeah, that's what I got. He's got the same one I got.
So now he's as cool as you are. That's awesome.
Ain't nothing cool about me. I'll tell you that much.
I put up another camera on the north side of the house,
I have it.
and it's a little wise. They're only like $50,
What are 3060 graphics cards like?
and they pan and everything, you know?
Expensive as fuck. Yeah, I got two, but they're motion activated.
Well, this one is too, but you can set it, but I don't want it motion activated.
Yeah. I mean, motion activated, wind blows and it. Oh, yeah, it's ridiculous.
That's what I like out of my girlfriend. Motion activation. Yeah.
Oh my God.
Does the wife know about this, girlfriend?
Oh, now he's here. Hey, Justin, how do you like the 2060? Can you see the difference?
I honestly haven't played any games yet. I'm gonna try tomorrow though.
All right.
I didn't do anything today because I just didn't feel good.
All right.
Sean
Did you
said
guys
the
see
same
that bowl
thing.
of food I was showing off?
Yeah, that was good. What was it? Japanese or something?
It's pho. It depends who you listen to.
It's what?
Pho, PHO. PHO.
I thought you were eating one of the pups.
So it's,
Going, what the
so
hell?
it's Chinese.
It'll come up as Vietnamese, it'll come up as Thai. There's Thai.
Oh,
The
yeah.
Filipinos make it. They make it a little different than the other guys. It all depends on who's making it. But she makes it with pork. Had a shit ton of roast pork in there, and the ramen noodles, and the broth, and the soy, of course, and then ginger. A lot of ginger she puts, makes it nice and spicy for me. And the hard-boiled eggs she puts in there. She actually fries up some hot dogs and cuts them up just for more meat.
Yeah, it looks good. It looks really good.
Yeah, and the
He
bean
takes
sprouts.
pretty
and
good
whatever
care
else.
of you, Bill.
Huh?
He takes pretty good care of you.
Well, somebody's got it. It's a dirty job, but you know.
So you're saying it's just glorified ramen noodles?
No, it's a little bit more than that.
Like I am offended.
I'm offended.
Uses ramen. You don't have to use ramen. There's
Hokkien.
sites that use all kinds of different kinds of noodles. She just likes the ramen, and so do I. The ramen holds up nice when you reheat it. Like if you use like an angel hair,
What about a Hokkien?
turns it, huh?
A Hokkien noodle. What about that?
I don't know anything about it.
Hokkien noodle? I've never heard of it.
Yeah, Hokkien noodles.
Yeah, that's what somebody told me. once.
They're the thick ones. They're the
Here.
thick noodles.
Check out my Hokkien noodle.
Oh God.
Yeah,
No,
just
they're like a
just
thick
be careful.
noodle.
Just be careful with the belt buckle, right?
Oh God. Can't believe y'all never heard of Hokkien.
Hokkien, never heard of it.
I mean,
There you go.
a lot of the Chinese, she said, are using angel hair, they're using Italian noodles, which are great if you cook them fresh and serve them right away. But if you reheat those, they turn into
Well, that's a name brand, isn't it?
a lump.
That's a Hokkien noodle. There's thin
Hokkien.
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 Oh,
Hokkien.
that's awesome.
Hokkien.
And Hokkien mee, this is really good. I like that. That's really good.
The noodles. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
I'm gonna switch over to the PC. I'll see you guys in a minute.
Okay.
All righty.
Hokkien noodles. Never heard of it. That's a new one.
Oh, they're beautiful. Very beautiful. What did you get? A G-Tech A20T 3-color printer.
He's
Where
been
should I-
waiting forever.
Stuff
for that
shirts from
printer.
Bill. There you go, Mark. Go there. You can get. Just go in your Google search and
Thingiverse.com.
yeah, just type STLs into your Google. It'll bring up.
Mike
shitload.
says a hoagie is basically a Subway.
Doot, 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 doot. Ding ding.
Bill is here.
Hello. That was my name on MIRC or IRC. It was Bill's here. BILLSHERE. Bill's here.
We noticed that in what is it? Shit. Well, we just joined her. Well, I've been a member.
Tim, you there?
Nope.
Froze.
You're cutting out. You're cutting out. Maybe it's me. Maybe it's my terrible
Nah.
internet, according to Justin.
It's me. It's me.
Somebody
No,
else
that's your
with a
name.
satellite
That's your name in Discord. Bill. Bill's here.
Bill's here. Oh yeah, well, you know what? Because I had Discord. I don't know, so many years ago, back when I was, I don't know, that I never really used it. Discord was kind of a way to cheat because you were outside of the.
Right.
When you were like, say you were. I mean, if people used to take this shit that seriously. I used to do it for fun, but you would join the other side, and then start telling like you were a spy. The other team where we were hanging out, where people were, and this and that. But because otherwise you could squad up and talk to the guys in your squad, like say with Battlefield. That's what was cool about Battlefield was you'd be a squad leader, invite other guys to join your squad. The five of you would shoot the shit, and and then
There's a lot
play
of
the game. Play
there's
the
a lot
game
of
together.
Dungeons and Dragons too. Dungeons and Dragons on IRC. They used to do that a lot.
Squad play made it fun though, and then people would get on stuff like that, and then instead of it just being squads, the entire team would be talking to each other, which was kind of which is obviously an advantage. Or they would have guys that would intentionally go to the other team and fuck you.
I liked ICQ, IRC. I liked it.
No. ICQ and IRC are two different things. Internet relay chat was back in the. You were doing it back then, maybe I don't know. IRC, internet relay chat, were servers that are set up all over the world where you would go in and you would text chat. It was Facebook, primitive Facebook, caveman Facebook, basically.
Yeah, I had both, but I stayed mostly in ICQ. IRC with my history teacher.
Yeah, but ICQ, you can only talk to people that you were in touch with. Through right.
Yeah.
No, I had ICQ as well. I had a pretty low number. I had that back when it was new. But IRC, there was a program called MIRC, which was the most popular.
Yep.
That was was probably the most popular way to access the internet relay chats. But it was fun back then.
Structure was better than IRC. I liked it. MIRC was good. Merc.
Yes. Merc.
Yeah, we used to say that.
There's still IRC servers out there. You can still do that, by the way. It's just,
I saw it. Yeah. I noticed ICQ is still around.
It's owned by a Russian company now. Yep.
All right, see you, Dave.
Right.
Good night. Night all.
Catch you all later, guys.
Okay.
Hey, take care. I see Chuck just jumped in.
Yeah, Chuck just said, yo.
Yo, what up? How you doing?
And on that note, I'm out of here.
All right, later, man.
Catch you later.
Take care. Yeah, it's 2:30 over there.
Where?
Well, you got to add 5 to it.
It's 12:30.
12:34, right?
Yeah, it's 12:30. Yep, sir.
AOL. Wow. So you're the one.
AOL. Holy shit. That's what Paul still uses. That's what
I
Paul
still
still
use AOL. Yep.
Do you really?
Oh yeah.
God, I used that back 90. I don't know,
96. I did 96. I did.
Somewhere. I don't know. It was back in the beginning, and they did when CompuServe was still around and Prodigy. Tried them all. And but it was all long distance. Where I lived in the country, I actually had to dial long distance to get to the internet.
Jesus.
My fucking phone bill was just ridiculous.
Oh, I remember going into some sites and then you get your phone bill and you're like, what the?
But that's back when I used to log into BBSs, play MMOGs, and I don't know. It was so cool. At the beginning of it, it was just, wow, this is really neat, and then started playing Doom against people online, and Dwango came out, and now you can, because at first you could just dial up one guy, like my kid's cousin. I used to blow him up, and then what the hell, iFrag was one of the first that was written. That was pretty weak, but that was written by Jay Cotton and another guy, where they created an overlay so that you can use PPP as if it was a local network. And that was the beginning of gaming online, was those guys. And because Dwango was also out there, but that was just straight up phone. You would phone into a server, and now 4 people could play in a Doom server. But these guys came up with making it as if you're in a local network. Excuse me. And they were the first ones to do it. And later on, they came up with a program called Kali, Kali, like the Hindu god, Kali. And it was awesome. You know, we were playing Doom. We were playing Descent. Do you remember Descent?
I remember Descent. Yeah.
Descent was ahead of its time because you actually, unlike Doom, which was all two-dimensional, you know, two left and right, that could go up and down, so that it enabled you to actually dogfight. And yeah, it was fun. And it was $20, and I got a lifetime license. I still have it. They're still around. Yeah, and that guy made millions, you know, just for writing that little code that could IPS SPX over the internet.
I would have loved to kept my hard drive from the States, but I kept it there, or left it there.
I left my drive
Yeah, that sucks because I had
in
everything.
Harrisburg.
I had everything on that. I still got my Xbox 360, that hard drive. I still got that. I got to take everything off of there. That has all my Napster music.
It was cool tweaking your 386, jumping out of Windows to dial up the internet in DOS with DOS PPP, and tweaking that 14.4. Actually, before the 14.4, I had a 9600 baud modem. What did I have before? I had a 3600 baud modem. I had a 300 baud modem on the Commodore.
I don't know what I had on the Commodore. I think I had a phone, one of those phone jack. Yeah.
Oh, what? You had one of those phone ones that you'd actually put a phone on? That's even worse.
Yeah, it was. And my luck is every time I hooked it up, ready to go, you know, play, then my mom wanted to use the phone. So I just cut it out.
But the Commodore was fine. I had Quantum Link, which was a online service. It's more of an intranet, even though it had email, but that was back in the 80s even. And they had as many as 300,000 users on that network using Commodore 64s.
That's what they used at school, I'm pretty sure.
Well, Quantum Link worked great, and you were able to play cards. I mean, it was all ASCII 256-bit color. Jackrabbit's Casino. I don't know if that sounds familiar to you, but that was part of that. You could actually, you play poker and you could chat along the bottom with the other people and like that. It was all way ahead of its time. Time magazine was, there was magazines on there that you for free. Well, nothing was for free. This was $10 a month, and you got, I think, 5 hours, and then every minute after that they started charging. It cost a fortune. But
I'm trying to remember what we used in high school. When they brought CAD key into effect, he had the learning module on his computer.
Well, Quantum Link was from base in Vienna, Virginia, and later became America Online.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what America Online was before it was America Online. Was a Commodore 64 service.
Yeah.
Well,
I love my Commodore 64.
Trivia for you there.
Yeah. I love my Commodore 64. Wish I still had it. That would be cool.
But it was fun. It was fun dialing up and that big 5.25 inch floppy.
Yeah. Who can forget those? Jesus.
Well, I started with a tape drive, you know.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Yeah. When I got that floppy, I was styling.
Yeah, right.
Dot matrix printer trying to do Berkeley Softworks was the for data, you know, to do oh shit, I'm getting old, man. So you could use it for graphical design, and even though it looked like shit, and for word processing and like that, was through Berkeley Softworks.
I'll be right back. I got to make a phone call.
Not a problem.
What's Prestel, Mark? Never heard of it. Must be English. I used to dial up in Slip. Paul, do you remember that?
Yep.
Before PPP, it was Slip. Websites didn't have pictures. It was all text back then. And then they came out with something called Slipknot. And what they would do is they would upload code into the site. And then Slipknot was a browser, kind of. And it would actually translate that code into very basic graphics. So you had like really basic graphical websites back then. Long time ago. It was fun. Yeah, Slipknot. Can-OT. Nobody remembers this, I guess. I don't see any reaction. It
Oh, sorry, I'm doing something.
was a long time ago. I miss that though. I miss tweaking the command codes in dial up, and listening. And you should, and you could hear the differences, the changes that you made in the handshake, and just tweaking it just to get just a little better. Because when I started doing Cali, well, actually when I did iFrag, they only had it on 2 servers, and I was in Pennsylvania. One of the servers was in Georgia, and the other one was in Texas. So I had like a 500 ping. And these guys were local. A lot of them were just local, right in the college where the servers were. So they were zipping around, but it didn't matter. I was in the Doom world, just looking around, thinking, "This is absolutely unbelievable that I can see what they're seeing from a different angle at the same time that I'm seeing it." I mean, that was exciting. So I used to have to hide, and when one of them would get distracted and stand there looking around, fire a rocket into his back and just get a lucky shot, a lucky ambush kill like that. That's the only way I could possibly kill anybody, because I'd be dead before I knew it at that with a half-second ping. Yeah. But it was fun.
Come on.
Remember $300 phone bills, though. That wasn't fun. My second wife wanted to have me killed.
What? Want to have you killed?
$300 phone bills to play games online? Grown man. Mm-mm. That was a lot of money back then, Justin.
I guess.
$300 in early 90s? Yeah, a lot of money. 92? Yeah, you can't call a house to kick you off. Well, that's that's how you had to adjust those strings to make sure that it ignored that. Try to. That's why call waiting was great. So when they came up with call waiting, it would just bypass you and go right to voicemail. I did that on it was a 486 SLC 33. That's what I did it on. Good times, it was.
So, I just found out that I missed making my credit card payment. It was supposed to be paid today, so that's what I've been doing.
Oh,
I wasn't paying attention.
are you okay? You need a couple bucks? Stop buying all that crap on the internet. Be able to pay your bills, for God's sakes.
It's just, I don't know what it is. It's like, as I get older, time seems to fly, and I'm just not thinking that, whatever.
Yeah, thinking whatever. I have a text file which I shouldn't tell anybody, but I have a text file on my computer with all my payment dates in order. And I make sure that I open it up to that I've, paid them. I have the name of the creditor, the date I pay, because I pay everything online, and the date. And then I put 3 little stars next to them that shows that I've paid it this month. And then I, move down the line as the month goes on.
Good idea.
Yep. I'm sure there's much better software for this and that, but Notepad works just fine. Looking at it now. Yep, my car loans are paid. Comcast is automatic. That's next. Amazon and mortgage coming up. Hooray.
I'm just looking now to see if I got anything else that I missed.
Computer shit.
Uh,
What do you gotta be mean to me like that? Never got into that computer shit.
Who are you talking to?
I'm looking at the chat.
Yeah.
Never got into all that computer shit. Still don't. Okay.
Why not, Edward? It's fun.
It is. Well, some of mine get paid automatically, but I like to take control over some of that. Mark, pay extra, pay early. It's good to pay revolving credit early.
Pay a little extra, yeah.
Pay a little early, especially on loans like car loans. Shortens your loan. I mean, I kind of like to pay a couple of them off, but their interest rates are so low now compared to what's out there now. It's compared to the inflation. My interest, I may as well just keep paying the loan because the interest rate's lower than inflation, much lower.
Right.
And I mean, it doesn't pay to pay it off with today's money.
Yeah, the inflation is insane right now.
One of my loans is like a 2-point-something% interest rate, and the other ones I think is 4 point something.
I'm assuming those are locked in, right?
Well, yeah, they're car loans. Yeah. Yep. Everything else is paid off. All my credit cards, everything's empty.
That's good.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing
Yep.
wrong with that.
Don't have a primary mortgage either. Just a got a home equity loan. It's pretty small. Gonna pay that off and then retire.
There ain't nothing wrong with having stuff paid off for sure.
Well, except you got to use them, or they fucking close them on you. I had like 3 cards close on me last month because I hadn't used them in a year.
No, so they just shut them down.
Bastard. Yeah, they just shut them down. Hurts your credit too. It shows that I have a higher percentage usage on my revolving credit because all the empty, a couple of big empty ones just shut down. So now I got to put a little bit on this one, a little bit on that one, pay it off.
Yeah, because you never know. You want to have them.
That's right. Quick and easy.
I never realized that they did that because I've never really had a lot of credit cards in my life.
Oh, they
Only
do.
had a couple.
American Express, I hadn't used that in 2.5. Took them the longest. It's like 2.5 years. They shut that one down. My Visa through Bank of America, I had a couple of them. And the one I hadn't used in a year, and they shut that down. And I had a Home Depot shut off because I hadn't used that in a long, long time. So.
Why do they shut it down? They just don't like having it on their books, or what?
Cost them money. Cost them time, effort, and money, and you're not using it. They'll warn you. So use it now, or we're going to close it down, and they close it down.
Use it or lose it.
Yeah, it costs them money, and I'm not spending anything with them, so there's no way for them to make any money off me.
Makes sense.
Yep. You know, I mean, they either send paper bills, and some of them do, or they'll stay, or just monitoring it and reaching out to me. There's still a human component in that, you know. So,
Jesus, that was a long phone call.
oh, were you gone, Tim? We didn't notice. So, how what was it about? Tell us, Dish. Come on. What was your phone call? Was it good?
2-week contract starting Monday.
Do you?
Yeah, I got another contract, so good.
You're dancing again?
Pole dancing. Yeah, I can see that.
Excellent. Good to hear.
Nah, so that 2 more weeks.
Did you work out in the contract that they can't have any doors there?
Aha, you're funny. I'm fucking wearing clothes now. You ain't kidding.
Riders on the storm. So when the doors come on the radio, do you start to shudder and stuff?
Yeah.
Riders on the storm.
People are strangers when you
People are strange.
ugly when you are.
Try to get if you're gonna wreck a song, try to get the words right. People are people are strangers. What are you, Mr. Rogers? There's no such thing as a stranger. No, people
my
are
God.
strange when you're a stranger, which is a perfect choice, by the way.
Won't you be my neighbor?
Well, Paul Hodges was doing electrical work at his house today. How'd that go, Paul?
It's got the pieces I wanted right now. It just came in the Amazon. Like you put them in the side of the box and you put the wire in. Been waiting for these to come in today. I thought they'd be here by now.
Well, they are. They're right there.
Yep.
That's shocking.
Oh, Lordy. Shocking. Oh,
Shocking how Amazon does that.
I know, Ed. I'm only kidding you. You don't have to like. Not everybody likes that shit. I love my dad. He hates them.
Amazon.
Computers.
I love computers.
Yeah, me too. Well, that's because we're nerds.
Mark says, hold on. TJ isn't here, so that's funny.
I
Poor TJ.
gotta watch that movie, Lost Boys, again.
Like I said, I was only kidding at it. Not every hobby is for everybody.
Well, no, it's not.
No.
Hobbies are cool though.
Computers are only for fun and cool people. You know, not everybody can be that.
Yeah, I don't know how Justin got into it. Yeah.
Well, you have to have you have to have that loser contingent just so that just a balance. You know, you gotta.
Oh, yeah,
Well, Justin's a smart kid. He likes doing stuff like that, and
Uh-huh.
I can see him being into it. Do you like computers, Justin?
yeah.
See?
Tim, did you ever figure out where those 5 screws were?
Don't start, you dick. At least it's running. Yeah, that's all that matters. And it wasn't 5; it was 3. Make up
whatever.
shit. Yeah. They were just accessory. Excess. I can't wait to get the Sobol 6 now, but that's going to wait. Be my next purchase.
Oh shit!
Yep.
Are you-
What?
What the fuck?
What the fuck? What'd you say?
Hold on, I'm trying to do something.
He's talking to
Sandusky, Ohio.
There's the storm coming. Look at the size of that sucker.
Jesus. Ooh, look at that red over Nashville. Hey, that's over my that's over Lynn's house. Nashville. Not Nashville, where she live, right there.
Almost on top of us already.
Yep.
So it's hitting her now.
Well, that's tomorrow at 11 a.m., 11:30.
And that's all snow? That's all snow?
Right now, it's nothing. It's down below us.
Yeah, they got tornadoes and everything watching out down the states right now.
Really? I should get a hold of her.
Here's where it is right now.
Hmm.
Okay, then we go ahead an hour or two at a time.
Yeah, it's going right through Tennessee. Yeah.
That's at 1:59 a.m. 3:01 a.m. That's at 4 o'clock a.m. 5 o'clock. 6 o'clock. That's about the time you're going bussing, right, Paul?
Yeah, well, it's 6 o'clock.
Bussin',
That's
bussin'.
7, 8.
I wonder if Lynn's going to drive in this.
What about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, Paul?
Okay, let's go to 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
I'll be just getting back by then. Ooh,
She drives truck.
This is all ice here.
Oh, great. That's right over my son's house right there. See in northeastern Pennsylvania there?
Yep.
Yep. Holy crap.
And it starts here. See, here I am right here. So
God,
that's it.
that's
That's
me
at
of the
12
70s.
noon. But see, already it's starting to head towards Paul.
Mhm.
There it is. You've got it right by 129, Paul.
yeah, I just bought one that I'm in London.
So it's right-
Drag the screen down and see how much it's going to affect me down here in Florida.
I leave,
Not at all, baby.
I leave London at 2:20, so
I just remember all the storms we had in Pennsylvania.
That's at
in Williamsburg.
129, Paul. What time did you say? 2:20?
2:20 is when I leave.
Right there is 2:30.
We're right into it.
Yeah. It's all the way
It's-
over just to Toronto.
It's barely going to hit Reading. Well, the blue. Oh God, there's two of them. Jeez.
I'm going to get a drink and my pho, I think.
And you
My pho. I'm going to fuck myself. Actually, I'm going to get a drink.
Jesus Christ.
Where's the camera on?
Oh, that means Chuck is getting hit.
Yep, tomorrow.
Well, tomorrow he's going to get hit. Yeah, big time.
Look, them.
What's that? Oh, yeah. Nice. Why'd you do that? You did it just like Sean's?
Yeah, why?
You put a
have
little
your
monitor
on
in
the
there?
side of the case
Yep.
now?
Yeah, he's got a little monitor inside. He had to be, never
Well,
mind.
that's what the cool kids do.
Yeah. No, it looks good, man. Looks good.
I put nice, colorful lighted fans in mine and made it all pretty, and then I'd stick it underneath the desk here and never look at it again.
At least you can see your feet at night.
Waste of time and effort.
You can see your feet at night.
It does look kind of cool. Whatever, as long as it stays
Well,
cool.
I mean, at least you always have a gay nightclub under your desk.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. Jesus.
Well, I know somebody that has a cat,
Uh-oh.
monitor. I don't know if it's a monitor or TV, but anyway, it's mounted down on the wall for the cats to watch.
Oh my God.
Okay.
What?
And they watch it.
Okay.
How can we possibly make cats more useless than they already are?
Oh my God. I cannot. Oh, never mind.
Put a TV for him.
Yeah, the people.
Get
have a
them watching TV.
mounted on the wall, Bill, in the living room.
No,
Oh, God.
no way. What the hell?
And they put on the animal channel for them.
Oh, Jesus.
Of course they do.
Takes all kinds.
So what do they do when they want to torture them? Put on 101 Dalmatians or something?
Yeah. probably.
I'll be right back.
Cat has its own toilet paper for the bathroom.
The bird channel, you know?
Oh yeah, yeah. You see them saliva coming out of their mouth.
Oh yeah, I've seen people that got like whole setups for their animals and shit. Like
Yeah,
they'll have a whole room just for the animal.
Yeah.
yeah. I had that for my bird back home. I had 2 cockatiels and they had their own room.
Well, I mean, if you have the room, I would say definitely do it.
I definitely had the room. I had like I think it was a 4-bedroom rancher. So
Wow, I guess you were set up pretty good then.
worked my ass off, Paul, to get that. Just wish I would have made better choices.
Yeah, me too.
Yep. I just think about the amount of money I would have now if I made the right choices.
$10.
A little bit more than that, buddy.
So $10 in an envelope.
$10. Fuck. Are you going to work tomorrow there, Justin, or what?
I think I'm gonna stay home tomorrow.
Get to rest.
Not feeling good.
Well, I slept all fucking day too, so I'm not gonna be able to go to bed tonight. I'll tell you that right now.
You can go live now. All right, let's go live. Cool.
We can in a little bit here.
Yeah, I don't care.
Well, Justin was asking about Tim. He says, Tim hasn't gone live with him, so he hasn't gone live.
Oh, bullshit.
What are you
Justin-
talking about? He was live with me last weekend.
Yeah, exactly. Justin don't talk about me.
But you're
Nobody
not-
talks about
Oh,
me.
yes, he does. Yes.
Oh, no, he doesn't.
does.
Whatever I've ever said about Tim, I've said to Tim's face.
I mean,
Exactly.
it wasn't
Well, at least
bad.
you're
He
a
just said
computer
he hadn't seen Tim in a while, and I said, "Well, don't you go live?" He says, "Oh, he's working all the time."
Yeah,
No,
well,
I said he had been working a lot of hours.
yeah, I did. Yeah. In 4 weeks, I think. No, 3 weeks. I worked over 50 hours, 60.
It really is.
And then I start my other contract Monday for 2 weeks, and then do another 4 months with another contract. So
Avada.
Avada.
Bullshit.
I had a few bites at it. I had a few, bites at pho when I was. She outdid herself. It's fucking delicious. Oh, good stuff.
Just the amount of the right amount of soy.
It's no, not so much soy, but just a little spicy, little bit heavy on the ginger, but that's okay. I like that. It's good for you too. They say.
Have you tried the honey soy? I think that's beautiful.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
I'm more than happy to try it.
yeah you got.
Probably
honey
like it. I like pretty much everything. You know what? I don't like
Oh.
fish sauce. Ugh, God, ugh.
I don't like that either. Fuck that. Nah, that can go right off. Ugh. Nah, I like my honey soy. I'll be right back.
Your honey
It's
soy.
5 o'clock. It's 5 o'clock.
Your honey soy. What's her last name? Her name, soy. Her last name's Bean.
Well, you know what he said? He said she's kind of saucy.
But she can be a little salty.
Yeah.
Yep.
The pan was the only one.
I'm hearing is that a female?
Y'all are bad, dude.
Did I just hear a female, or was that Justin?
That was
Or
just.
female.
Oh,
I don't know if
Awesome,
he's I don't know if he's working on Bertha or not.
Nope.
yeah. How come you guys come on a live stream with no camera?
Because my internet is so bad it drops out that I freeze all the time.
Okay. How about you, Justin? You've got like the mega connection.
Yeah, right.
What about it?
He wants to know how come you never have your camera on.
Yeah.
See, right when I turn my cam on,
There he
I'll
is.
You're fine.
I'll probably freeze.
No, you're good. You're good so far.
Hmm.
Are you? Tim, are you kind of calling out Justin? There you go. There he is.
See, I had a feeling it was because Justin was going like this, like through the whole thing.
What the hell is that?
Yeah, Bill, you make a lot of sense. Yeah, right. Go fuck yourself. Yeah, we like looking at people in the face when we're talking to them. You know what I'm saying? That's why. Otherwise, just stay in the chat.
I see this every day, and it gets worse.
See what? Your face
Mm.
looks the same as the last time I saw it. Your hair's getting a little long. You need a cut.
No, never cutting it again. No.
I don't know. The first time I met you was when Steve was cutting your hair because he was stuck at your house during COVID.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and I thought you two were partners.
Yeah, I remember you saying that. Yeah. No.
I wasn't being a smart ass. I don't care if you guys want, you know.
Do I want to cut each other's hair or toenails or whatever? Yeah, you know.
I didn't know them. They were living in a house together, and one of them was cutting the other guy's hair. So it seemed like partners to me.
We were good friends.
I could see that.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
No.
Speaking of good friends, Jim Beauchart's going to be down here for the Florida meetup. Very excited about that.
Is he going down there?
What's the date of the meetup?
April Fool's Day, April 1st.
April 1st.
Yeah. Yeah. And I'm working it out. I have to work it out now because Jim is going to stay here.
Okay.
Now we got about 8 days till the anniversary.
Of
Rick
Rick Halliburton.
is passing. Yep. First. Good man.
What a great guy. Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Fish sauce is mostly soy, but there's a smell to it, Mark. I just don't like it. My wife likes it, but I just don't like it. Don't like it. And soy shouldn't be the overpowering flavor in your food anyway.
No.
It should accent your food.
It should be like a balance.
Right. I mean, if you're doing sushi, which we go for sushi sometimes, I like to take soy and wasabi, make like a little paste out of it, and then I'll dip in that, you know.
Yeah.
But even that tastes more wasabi than soy.
We do that at the restaurant. They give us an extra bowl that we mix it.
Mhm. Yep.
Beautiful. I want to go to another sort of like a smorgasbord, you know, all you can eat.
Well, come to the drone meetup. I'll take you to the place I go to.
I don't think I ever met Rick. I want to say I came into the drone community about 2-3 months after he died.
Yeah, I never met him either.
Yeah, I came in like 2 or 3 months before he died.
Mm.
So I didn't really get a chance to meet him. I don't even remember him ever saying hi to me or anything in the chat.
Well,
But
I met Justin. I met you at the first South Florida drone meetup.
And I was in the community about 6 months before that.
6 months you were in it? Okay.
Yeah. Roughly.
I'm a big fan. Big fan.
I'll give you big fan, motherfucker.
I still remember that the first time you were on the panel. Oh my God, I laughed my ass off.
Yeah, I was in the community for about 6 months before that.
Well, I kind of was on, but not that anyone knew who I was, but because that was April, I think, or was it March? Whatever it was, March or April. And I had gotten my Air 2S, no, I'm sorry, my Mini 2, like for Christmas. So
Yeah, I remember you telling me that at the meetup.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
see,
mean, I had a, but I was into it. I was captain droning it for a while there. I mean, a lot of people would like to bust his balls, and I don't watch him anymore, but I did learn a lot watching his channel. And
Who, the Canadian Captain Drone?
yeah, and that's a huge channel. But that's where I got the when I got the Tello was then, you know, just to see if it's, you know, just to dip my toe. It's like, oh, I got to get into this a little more. And then I got the Mini 2, and then following year I got the Air 2S, and that's it. I haven't bought anything. Oh no, I got the potato.
Yeah, I came into the drone community about 6 months before the meetup, and then right after the meetup is when Jim and Matt started inviting me on their shows.
But
They They knew who I was from the chat.
But didn't you fly drones before that, or you're talking about when you say in the community? Was that when you bought, like, say, your Spark or whatever it is you bought for your first drone?
No, my first drone was technically a Potenzic, but my first DJI was a Mini 1. And then when
Okay.
I started, I didn't really know a lot about drones, so I started looking shit up. I was like, oh, well, what's the rules on these things? And then once I ended up actually running across Matt and Jim on Jim's channel while they were live one night. And I was like, oh, who are these guys? And I sat there and watched them. And then I ended up watching Jim and Matt on there for probably 5 or 6 months. And so they knew me from the chat. And as I was always in the chat talking.
Is that where you met me? Is that where you met me?
Probably.
Yeah.
And then when I went to the drone meetup, that's when I met Jim and all you guys in person.
Well, I was, like I said, I was brand new to it. I mean, I actually met Billy Kyle and Ken Dobo there, and I don't remember them because I didn't know who was any bigger than anybody else. They were just all guys to me. You know what I mean?
I think I'm going on 4 to 5 years in the drone community. I can't remember.
I've
And
been
you
about
remember,
2
Paul?
I've been about 2.5.
Yeah, I think it's 4 or 5 years, Tim.
Yeah.
You guys have a lot on me. That was, like I said, that meetup was my introduction. Was actually meeting them in person.
I was
That
one
was
of the, yeah, and Bill and me and Bill actually struck up a long ass conversation while we were there.
Yeah, you were nice back then. You were, because you were new, friendly. You had a nice. You had a table with his drones out, and you had the Mini 2. You had the Mini 2, and you had
No, I had the Mini 1 and the Air 2.
you had it.
No. Yeah, I did. I had the
You
Mini,
did have the Mini 2 because I remember you had the
Yeah.
the what do you call on it? The collar or whatever. The
Yeah, that's right.
the shade. You had the shade on the front of it. You were showing me
That
that.
was one of my
Oh, yeah,
first
the
drones
sunshade.
right there.
Yeah, I
The
remember
Mini
that.
2 was still a very new drone at that point, actually.
Oh yeah, it was really new. Because I remember I bought it like a week before the drone meetup. I got it like the week before.
I had mine a little longer, but I hadn't flown it very much. But I was enough to be confident with it. And like I said, a lot of guys were afraid to fly in that wind because it was very windy.
Oh yeah.
And I was like, well, screw it. If I lose it, I lose it. Let's go up. Let's get people flying. So I put the drone up in the air, and it's like, well, if that little shit can fly around in it. And then you started seeing Mark put up his
I remember the video.
he put up his
Yeah.
orange brick, and then Michael Wright was there, and he put up his Phantom. And then Matty went to put his Phantom up and didn't have one of his blades clipped on properly, and I remember that. Zing. Yeah, but it was yeah, but
Despite the wind, it was a good meetup, but that wind just fucking destroyed the whole meetup. It was horrible the whole time.
That's
It
what
was-
everybody was saying with the
Dude,
live
it was
stream
like
that they were doing.
25, 30 mile an hour gusts the whole fucking day.
Well, if you remember Bill's video that he posted, you could see how it was drifting. It drifted across the road and then came back, and I was like, whoa.
Yeah,
That
it
thing-
was even the Air 2 was struggling a little bit in that wind. It was pretty bad.
I think that was the
I never lost confidence. That thing came right back when I told it to, and it, you know what I mean? It did fine. Did it right.
You
Yeah,
could
but
see
you
it.
didn't.
You could see it drifting.
You didn't actually take it out on the water though, did you? You think you just hovered?
Oh no, I sure did. Oh no,
Yeah,
I
you
took it all along down the peninsula, all the way down and back, and then along the beach. And then I crossed over, like he says, I crossed over the road and I went to the ocean side over there and flew over that and then came back. No, it did fine. And I was like, well, let's see what it's like up top. And I put it up once I got up above 268, 270 feet. I was like, oh, it's pretty fucking windy up there because it started, that's when he said, like, it started drifting across the street. So I think I'll come back now. But no, I did. I flew it around.
It's in the video, Justin.
Yes, you should watch my video, Justin.
We were actually watching the video that I did with the Air 2 from there not too long ago, because I didn't even realize I hit a tree until after the meetup, and I got home and started editing the footage. I actually clipped one of the trees right above the water there, right where that FPV drone went in. Those big trees that were hanging over the water, I actually clipped one of them, and I didn't realize until I got home and went through the footage.
You don't
find out what happened.
I also remember you donated a bunch of landing pads. Are you?
Hey, I gotta go. So we'll see you.
Okay, Paul,
Later, Paul.
we'll see
Yep.
you.
Paul.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bye.
with shirts and landing pads, actually.
I went home with one of your. I went home with one of your landing pads. I still have it.
Yeah, I did 2 or 3 landing pads, 4 or 5 t-shirts. And
I brought a big cooler of beer. Imagine that.
yeah, I remember that. And you brought didn't you bring like a coffee machine or something with you, or a big coffee?
A big
Spencer?
thing, a big like giant thing of coffee. Yep.
Yeah, I remember
But
that.
the beer, I put it. I brought it, and soda and water. You know, in my big cooler. And then Maddie was like, "No. They, you can't really be drinking beer and flying, and they're going to be kind of
Everybody
not-
was drinking.
They're going to be kind of not into it." So I said, "Okay." So I didn't really tell anybody. I felt bad, but Maddie drank it.
Everybody was drinking.
So
dude.
I'm wondering if he was just, saying it so he could have it. But it made me feel bad for bringing it. I'm gonna guess that place there. I'll bet you're not supposed to have alcohol there.
Yeah, but there was a whole bunch of people drinking. That
Yeah.
one van that I don't remember whose van it was, the big white van that was like it was like a mobile command center. Then he had all his shit in there to fix drones and everything.
Right.
They had alcohol. They were all sitting around that van drinking. A whole bunch of them were.
I didn't have any. I actually didn't even drink my own beer.
Yeah, there was
Are you
quite a few
talking-
people were walking around drinking. No,
Are
I
you
wouldn't
talking
be.
about Scott's van or Charlie's van?
I don't know whose van it was, but they had like a bunch of drones inside of it. And they had like
That's
all the
Charlie.
tools.
That's Charlie or Scott? Jackrabbit?
No,
Or
because
Charlie and
Jackrabbit.
Monkey?
Scott wasn't there.
No,
Yeah, Scott didn't
Charlie.
come around until the second drone meetup.
it might have been Charlie. He had the van, the white van.
Charlie from New York?
Yeah, Charlie
No.
Mafia.
No, he flew down. He didn't.
Yeah, he was
drive
down. Charlie flew down. Tony,
Yeah.
Tony, Tropic Drone.
That's it.
Tony had a van.
Yeah, yeah,
That's
yeah,
him.
yeah.
I don't
Yeah,
remember
yeah.
him having alcohol though.
That's him, Tony Tropic. Yeah, Tropic.
No, he didn't have alcohol, but everybody was hanging around his van drinking. There
I
was
thought he
there was
drank.
quite a few people drinking beer, and so trust me, you wouldn't have felt bad if you were. There was a lot of them that weren't flying though; they were just there to hang out. So there was quite.
When
a
he
few
said
of them
that to me,
drinking.
I was like, oh, because I didn't know what the right protocol was or anything or any of the rules. I was like, oh, okay, all right, well, just don't talk. But but he was drinking them. Yeah.
I mean, I wouldn't be. I really wouldn't be like drinking heavily if I was flying, but if you're just there to hang out, you don't plan on flying. I don't see an issue
No.
with it.
That's like me showing up at.
We were not drinking at all and flying. Shut up.
That's like me going down there and not having a beer in my hand. Come on. Yeah, right.
Like I'm saying, I wouldn't, if I was there and I wanted to drink, if I was just there, because some guys just show up to hang out. They don't even plan on flying. I mean,
I would have had a bar tab at Bill's place. I would have a bar tab.
because I would say if there was 100 people there, at least 80 of them weren't even flying. They were
Yeah.
just literally there just to hang out.
To meet people. Yeah.
Right.
Yep. That's what you do.
I don't really see an issue with that as
That's
long
why
as
it's
you're
called
being,
the
as
meetup.
long as you're
Right.
not being overly drunk, running around stumbling, trying to hit on everybody's
don't-
life type shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you don't be like that. That's stupid.
But if you're
Louis
just,
P.
Just have a
Floyd.
good time.
I don't trust people who don't own a van. I don't trust people who don't own a van. I don't trust people who don't own a van. Why? I don't trust people who don't own. Why? What?
That's Louis. Louis P. always does that.
He always does that. That's his thing. How you doing, Lou?
Repeats
Long
once.
time no see.
Well, yeah, Louis, it's been a long time.
I have an SUV. Is that close enough?
Good to see you.
well, it depends. You got candy in it?
Oh my God.
I can play music. Ding, ding,
Oh.
ding, ding, ding.
Oh Lord.
That's Louis P.'s signature is repeating himself.
Mhm. I was going to try to get my cousin to meet up with y'all. He lives in Bradenton.
We should.
I don't know.
Is he as cool as you are?
Oh, he's cooler, man.
There's a watermark.
He's a good bloke. Whoever smokes cigars, that's where he'll hang out. He has a cigar everywhere he goes.
Always ask for the candy first. Always ask for the candy first. Always ask for the candy first.
I wonder
Hey,
if he
Louis.
has. I wonder if he has that weird tick, like when somebody has to close a door 4 times.
No, he doesn't.
No, no.
Yeah, okay. I was
He
gonna say,
buys a lot of MTV.
you ever met somebody
Yeah.
like that though, that will walk up to a door and they'll like open and close it 4 times?
Yeah.
How
No.
they have weird ticks like that?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know people like that, Tim?
Yeah.
that's somebody
Yeah.
one time that was like
Well, they
that.
would go nuts in your house. There's no doors.
I think, isn't Lewis a school teacher?
They just
Yes.
Take
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
flag and lift it 4 times.
Yeah, he's a school teacher. Yeah.
It's going to
He's
be
in the-
annoying in the middle of the night when he has to put the toilet seat down. Waking you up, slamming the toilet seat down 4 times.
Yeah, right.
Now, I met somebody like that one time that had weird ticks like that. I worked with him at Walmart and he would, whenever he'd go up to a door, he'd have to open and close it 4 times.
Mhm.
And then he would be inside the trailer unloading and he'd be screaming. And then he would start making cat noises. It was weird. And we
Oh,
tried not to-
your friends are the best.
I wasn't friends with him. He was somebody I worked with in the back room, but he was just, I don't want to say he was weird because he had, some kind of weird.
You don't have to
mental
say he's
thing,
weird. Just at this, we're already there.
but It was just a weird kind of.
Now, my question, did you bark back at him? Did you bark back at him when you did the
No,
cat?
I tried not
would-
laughing because it was kind of funny because he used.
Did you bark back at him? Did you bark back at him? Did you bark back at him? Did you bark
I
back
would
at
have
him?
barked back at him. I would have barked back at him. Bark back.
Well,
Bark
he
back,
doesn't
bark.
bark. He was making cat noises.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's a cat. A dog barks at a cat. So
Oh, and the cow
No.
goes moo. You're up on your farm animals. That's so
yes,
nice.
I am.
Management. Well, back when I worked with that dude, management would kind of tell
for
people
heaven.
when they first would meet him, like, don't mess with him or make fun of him because some people would like
It's
make
like
fun of him.
it's like the guy that works with Peter at the brewery.
Oh, Opie.
Yeah, that's a really high hiring standards at your place of employment there. How could you possibly get that job? God bless you.
Yeah, like
that's
a
a-
severe.
Yeah,
that's
it's a
severe
severe-
OCD.
Yeah, it is.
Yes, it's OCD.
Yo, you saw that guy that went viral a couple years ago that went into that Walmart. He organized all their movie bins and their candy bin. It went viral. The dude was famous for had some internet fame. from
God,
it
he
for a
needs to
little
come to
while.
my room here.
But he went
Yeah,
into
my
the
office too.
But he went into Walmart and those big candy bins that got the dollar boxes of candy. And it's like movie candy that you buy at the movie theater. It's all mixed in there. He went through and sat and organized every single box of candy in there. And then went over to their movie bins and did the same thing.
Did they hire him?
I don't know. I just remember watching a video.
No, it's very therapeutic for him. He probably enjoyed it,
Yep.
Yeah,
Compliment.
That's
He got
just
a little-
sexual
bit.
gratification. I'm sorry, what?
I was gonna say, you got a little bit of internet fame from it for a while there.
Excellent.
Oh God.
Paul, are you frozen or why is your mouth open like that? Okay, there you go.
He got rid of that fly. He called it.
You're just
I've always been a mouth breather. Always
Oh.
been a mouth breather. I don't know.
What the
Okay.
fuck? That's kind of scary, Bill. That's
Like
really
that?
kind of scary. You do that in Reading, Pennsylvania, they'll shoot you. No, I'm just kidding.
Here we go.
I've been to Reading. They can't shoot.
God, it's gotten worse,
They'd
I
miss
heard. It's gotten worse, I heard.
So this is what
Yeah, no, I wouldn't go back to PA, unfortunately.
this is
Me
it
neither.
right here.
Ever.
You see what
I
it
would
is?
go to Western PA. Western PA was nice, man. I loved it out there.
See, that's
Well,
very
which
cool.
one's the before and which one's the after picture?
Very
That's
cool.
Before, and that's the
That's
after.
before and that's after. That's
I thought
wild.
maybe he was just being a smartass and screwed it up, and that's why it looks
No,
No,
that's what it normally looks
I
like.
think that's awesome.
And he went through and organized it, but he did it with their movie bins too.
He didn't do it right, though. Did you see some of them are facing this way and some of them are facing that way? Got to call him up, straighten that shit out. That would bother me.
That'd probably bother him too. He started sweating. Mother What?
Yeah, I did it wrong. Some of it's got to go back there tomorrow.
Yeah, you know that would drive somebody like that crazy too.
Hopefully
I
it's-
had a friend of mine before he left for work. He would check his light switches, his stove, everything to make sure everything was off, or before he would leave for work, and he would check them about 4 or 5 times.
I was going to say 4 or 5 times. You don't make sure everything's turned off before you leave for work. That's
I do, but
I
not
do that. I do
4 or
that
5
too.
times.
I think that's
Not
fairly
4 or 5
normal.
Yeah,
I
but
turn everything off and I check it, but not 4 or 5 times.
what
Over
I'm saying is a normal person that's just leaving their house might generally quite a few times leaving the light on or, leave
I
something.
don't. I shut
Maybe.
everything.
No,
mean,
I got
there's
my
times where-
routine. I make sure the light here's turned off, light in the kitchen's turned off, the coffee maker is off. I mean, there's things I check on my way out the door and make sure everything's
Well,
off.
there's been
The
times
only
there-
thing that's
I close the garage door, stuff like that.
The only thing I keep on is the cameras. That's the only thing that stays
Right,
on.
but what I'm saying is it wouldn't be uncommon for you to do it every once in a while. Like there's times where I walk out and forget to turn one light off. I'll get home and the hallway light might be on or something. Especially during the daytime, you got all the sunlight coming in through the windows. You might not pay.
Now, who here has a bowl or a place where they set their keys when they come in? Because when I come in, I put my phone in a bowl, I put my keys, my change, my wallet. If
I actually got a big ass Tupperware bowl that's like this, and I put my belt, my knife, everything that
Yeah.
I use for work goes in there, except for my keys go up on the wall on a little hook.
I do that so I don't forget anything in the morning. Everything's right there.
So like, I got that.
Got to put
I've
stuff in
always
especially
always-
if you procrastinate going out the door. You don't want to think, oh shit, where's my glasses? Shit, where's my wallet? Where's my keys?
Yeah,
Shit,
I put
where's-
everything.
Shit,
in
where's
the
my
bowl.
pants? Stuff like that.
I was taught that from very young age.
No, it just makes but Tim, that's a good habit to be in because as you get older, you will forget things. And that's why,
Oh,
like Justin said, he leaves lights on. I don't because I
I
check.
don't.
I have a pattern. You know what I mean, and I have to stick to it, or I will forget stuff. I will forget to take my meds.
Yep.
Occasionally,
Oh, well,
he forgets to put his pants on before he leaves the house.
In fact,
Yeah.
He doesn't put his pants in the bowl.
it reminds me. I
It's so
forgot to take this one today. I'm glad you brought it up.
That's why I have that, Bill. I mostly have it so I can remember the days.
Yeah, everybody over 50 has those.
I'd kick your ass. Come over to Australia, you prick.
It's so easy doing that though, because like I said, if you notice, most of the community's a lot older than I am. There's only a handful of us that are actually in our 30s.
Oh, I'm not that old though, and
So it's easy to make old jokes. Except for
but
when
if you
Carlos plays
notice,
in the
most
chat.
of them are 55 on up. I'm pretty much probably young in the drone community. You're very young. Still got the wetness behind your ears.
Well, there's a handful of us that are in our 30s. There's a handful that are in their 40s. But generally, if you look at most of the drone community, most of them are 50 and older. A good amount of them are.
Mark Wright, I don't think he's. What is he?
And it depends on which side you're on too, right? Because
Is he in his 50s?
Mark's old.
there's a lot of, I've noticed with FPV and GPS, there seems to be a lot more younger people into the FPV that are around my age and a little bit younger,
No.
a little bit older. And then
No.
GPS, what do you mean? No,
Night Train, same age as I am.
I said a majority. I didn't say all. I said
I'm over 60 and I don't have a pill box yet, Chuck. See, Chuck's
That's just 'cause
responding.
It's because he keeps forgetting to buy one when he goes to the store.
I keep meaning to get one. You're right.
He said, I took
That
my
just make
memory.
me
med-"
look
No,
very
then I would
old.
just forget that I would forget to fill it.
He said, was gonna take I took my memory, or what that, on Analyze That, he said, did you take your memory medication? He goes, yeah. He said, what the hell's that for? He goes, I can't remember.
Come on, Chuck. Not everyone over. I don't know. Well, look at Chuck, man. He looks like he's in his 40s, and how old is he? He looks like he's in his late 30s, actually.
Chuck is like Rob. They look like a 50-year-old toddler.
You're gonna get him to come up here and he's gonna go up on you, bro.
He's not violent.
I like
He's
his.
not violent. Right. Justin's
I like.
got
I feel
I
like
like his
Rob.
videos of the bridges and the castles. Can't get enough of it.
I feel like if Rob was out of his chair, he'd be very violent.
No, I don't. I think
Chuck, you're
Rob-
not 35, you lying bastard.
I think Rob was humble. You know what I mean? He liked to have his beer and have a good time.
No, the one person that does not look his age is JD. JD looks like he's early 30s. He's fucking what,
Who?
42.
Yeah.
JD. Yeah, he
Yeah.
doesn't look his age.
I heard Mark's feelings. They said he was old. He's only 63.
Well, what day in August, Mark? I'm the 3rd.
Mark, that's just something old people say.
You know, it's funny. Would Justin say only 63? Nope.
He would say,
I'll
"Oh,
be-
let's go."
I'll be 62 in April. So I say only 63. Paul would say only 63.
Huh?
I'm
No.
sorry there, the dad. I didn't mean to bother you.
70.
I know how old you are, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Didn't mean to wake you up. I'm
I'm
sorry.
an old geezer.
My dad is older than you, Paul. Just want to tell you that.
He's still alive?
Yes.
Good for him.
My dad was born in 1959.
My dad, 46. He's born in
My
46.
actual dad was born in 38, but he's dead.
59, make him 63.
My stepfather was born in 40. He's still with us.
I think my dad's 75 this year. I don't know. Let me get the calculation.
I don't want to live that long.
What?
He is 77.
You're already
He's 70.
there, Paul.
The fuck? It's 5 years, Paul.
He's 77 in August 25th. I'm August 3rd. He's 20.
If I could live to be 300, I would. Shit.
I don't want to. I don't want
I
to
do.
see technology.
I do. I want to see what's going on.
Look, exactly, Bill. I'm not one of those ones that signs the, little form that says, "Oh no, don't hook me up to no machines." No, I want every
No.
fucking machine available to keep me alive.
Well, as long as I don't feel sick and I'm suffering, yeah, I want to,
I've got do not resuscitate and
Me
triplet.
too.
Oh no.
Me too. I got a non-resuscitation.
I want to see what the world's going to look like in 100 years. I would love to be around for that.
I don't know. To me, that'd be awful scary, Bill.
Why is that?
Nope.
Because in your and my lifetime, we've seen how society has done a complete 160.
In the last 50
Well, maybe
years,
in the next 30 years we'll complete the 180.
it's not going to. It's going to get worse. It's going to get worse.
Yep.
I don't want to see it. I don't want to live to my dad's age. Hopefully, I don't. I hope not.
The younger generation just doesn't care about much anything other than the free ride.
They have no respect.
Well,
I'm sorry to say. Some people do, but most of them don't. They have no respect.
Get off my lawn.
Tim, who raised that generation?
That's what I'm hearing here.
What kind of guy opens up a door for a woman anymore? I do.
I do.
Not a lot of
Or
people.
pulls the
not a
chair
lot of
out.
people. Pull the chair out.
Yeah, but here's the
Open
thing.
up
I hold the door. I hold the door open for anybody, not just women. Anybody. I'd hold the door open for you.
Who remembers why you
Slam
stand
it in
on the
your
roadside?
face.
Who
Sorry.
remembers why you stand on the roadside when you're walking with a woman?
Yeah,
Who remembers-
because of being splashed by stuff going by.
or being able to push her out of the way of
Yep.
a car.
Protect her. But originally,
You just like the
originally-
opportunity to push her. I understand what you're saying. I get it.
Originally, though, Tim, was because of horse and buggy era. Where the streets were just wet.
And the
They'd
wheel
go
would come
along
off
and
too.
they'd spray stuff on them.
Or the wheel would come off or
Yep.
something like that. Yeah. People probably don't even know why that is your ring finger.
Yeah.
People don't even probably know why this is your ring finger. You know why? Because that's the major vein to your heart. That's why that's the ring finger. love. Anyway,
Why'd you shove me? There was a car coming. I can see you using that excuse. I got it.
you know what I see a lot today? A lot of what I see today, I see the woman or the man like about 5 feet ahead of the woman. You don't see them walking together anymore, holding hands or anything like that. You don't see it.
My wife still holds my hand. I like that. It's cute.
I think it's awesome.
She
There it
does.
goes. She gets pissed if I don't hold her hand.
She doesn't want anybody to know she's with you or what?
Mark's
No,
Mark's
she gets
birthday is
pissed if I
2 days after mine. Why don't you like holding hands? I think it's awesome holding hands. I mean, I hold my hand. I hold my beer. That's what I love. Anyway.
Yeah, no, I think there's nothing wrong with that.
No, I said she gets pissed if I don't hold her hand.
No, I know. I heard you. That's awesome. I don't know. I don't know that my wife would get
didn't hear the
pissed.
don't.
No, I mean, she might be holding your hand because you keep looking at every woman that walks by and she hold my hand, motherfucker. I get it. I understand that.
Yeah, but I noticed, Justin, you and Sarah, yeah, you were born in a different generation. You should have been,
Well, I'm saying you can only blame so much on the younger generation if we were the ones or you were the ones that raised them.
I didn't raise any, never had any.
no, you know what? You know what changed it? All these laws that you can't smack your children. Once they brought that law into effect.
Yep. The
There's
beating of the
respect.
children needs to come back, boys and girls.
Beat
Yeah.
them little buggers.
Beat them straight, man. There's something to be said for a little bit of a fear of your parents. There's nothing wrong with that. I think it's a good, healthy fear of your parents. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it. I mean, you don't beat the life out of them,
No, because
but
Tim,
they
how much
learn there's consequences to their actions. Oh, you're just teaching them that it's okay to hit somebody. Well, sometimes it is. You know,
Right.
Yeah, Tim
Right.
needs a good beating. Everybody knows that. I'll be right back.
I got enough beatings when I was a kid. Fucking, yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Tim. You need to specify what you mean by beating because you complained about the way your dad treated you as a kid.
Oh, yeah, but there's a lot of people like me who
there's-
had it worse than I did. But
Well,
I'm
that's
saying,
what I'm saying. That's a little overboard, though.
no, what I'm
because-
saying is discipline. Bring the
Right.
discipline back. They
You're
took
talking
it.
about like disciplining, spankings, things like that.
Right.
The type of shit you were telling us about that one
Yeah,
time was
well,
like,
that's the difference between
like your
being
dad would just
spanked and
off-
being beaten.
yeah, but that's what I'm
Oh,
saying. Is
yeah.
he would talk about how his dad just often just whooped him for no reason. Like,
Mm,
you know what I'm
mm.
saying? That's not healthy by any means. I don't care what generation you were in.
Yeah, but it
That's
taught me
bad.
it taught me not to treat my kids like that.
Yeah, but it also taught you to hate your parents too, or your dad.
My dad, not my
Well,
mother.
that's not a good thing though. If your parents can find a balance of whoop your ass when necessary, but you still respect and love them, then that's where you got to find it. But if it's to the point to where your kids just hate you because you're over,
You don't need to beat them or whoop their ass. You give them a smack on the ass and you remind them who you are, and that's it. You don't have to. I never
Well,
actually
like
had
my
to hit.
kids, when
I
they
was
get
lucky. I
mouth-
never had to hit my kids. I was lucky
You know why
because
I respected my
they re-
grandma so much?
they respected me and my guns. I'm
I,
sorry.
re-
continue.
I respected my grandmother so much because I didn't want to get my ear pulled again. They had this thing in Pennsylvania. Oh my God, my grandmother would pull the hell out of your ear to like straighten you up. Or stop talking
Well,
like
see,
that.
like my kids, if they say something disrespectful or something, I will ask them. Like I won't whoop them, but I will come up behind them. I will tap them good and hard in the back of the head. Like, you better knock it the hell off.
I smacked
Well-
my kid on the back of the hand once because he kept turning because he was small and he kept turning the flame on the stove and he was going to burn himself. So he was fascinated by the gas stove in the kitchen, and he would climb on stuff. So I got rid of it. So he stopped doing it, and then he figured out you can open the oven door and climb on that and then do it. And I was like, Billy, and I give him a good smack on the back. I cried. I mean, it's not like I want to beat my kids, you know what I mean? But the look on his, but you know what he never did again? Never turn that stove on again.
Mm.
I didn't have
There's
to beat the
gotta be-
crap out of him. I just
Bill,
like,
There's
no.
gotta be discipline in some factor with the children.
His son's
That's
still
all
starving
fine.
I did
today.
too, because I don't like kids getting hurt. That's the one thing in movies that gets to me. You know, and
Yeah,
you see all these funny videos like Chive video and all like, and then people, this is funny, that's funny. Oh, this guy, how he got hit in the nuts, that's funny. But and then they show a video of a toddler getting hit in the head with a ball and falling over a fence. And were you sick? You motherfucker! That bothers me. I don't like seeing kids get hurt.
Or somebody picking up their kids by their arm. I hated that. And I used to walk about that shit.
No, that's what ankles are for. Hold them.
Bill's son's still starving today. He's afraid to go in the kitchen.
One of my best friends they were so indulgent in their kids, and they were so bratty, they were so bad. And then one of them, we were working with a chainsaw in the yard. This is in Pennsylvania, and we were cutting up in the middle of the winter. Trees had come down because of the ice and whatever, and we were breaking it up and getting rid of it. And he was going to get hurt. He kept running out, not listening. Finally, I picked him up by his ankle and walked him into the house upside down. He's screaming in the air, "I hate you!" You know, that kid loved me after that. I mean, he listened to me. He did whatever I told him to do. I didn't have to hit him. I reminded him, "You're just nothing." You know, look at you. You're a flag. And I put him in the house, and he was so mad. But when he calmed down, that kid loved me. So
I just think there should be discipline back. Like our teachers were able to discipline the kids or us or whatever. You can't have that no more. You can't do that.
Well,
that's because the teacher unions want them to be friends with the students.
Like I flipped a switch in my nephew's head, I think, because when he was about 15 years old a few years ago, Sarah told him to do something, and he got up in her face like he was going to hit her. And I came in the room and I walked around the corner, and I'm going to tell you, I lost it on him. I put him up against the wall and had him by the neck. And I said, "If you do anything," I said, "I'm going to knock you the hell out." I said, "Don't you ever disrespect your aunt like that again." And like, I was just fired up. But from that point on, he has been super respectful with his mom, with Sarah. He's never been disrespectful to me ever again. Like I don't know what it was, but that day something flipped in his head, and he was just like, because my sister will use me as a reason. Like if the kids are acting up, she'll be like, "I'll call your uncle over here." Nope, they don't want that. So,
yeah.
But he's a good kid, right? Like he's never ever since that day, he's never done anything again.
What kids of today know what a switch is?
yeah, they shouldn't know what that is. That's I don't think you should hit kids with a switch.
That was worse.
Yeah, but you know, Bill, I don't know if you remember.
No, you know, all I'm saying is that the kids don't respect their parents at all. As a disciplinarian, as the boss, you're the boss. You're in the house. Don't get me wrong; it doesn't always work. They go wild. You got to give them love. You got to take care of them. Every kid's different. I was fortunate with my kids; they were pretty easy. That one, and he's making fun of me in the chat there. But Billy never did mess with that stove again after that because he loved his dad, and he didn't. And he probably saw on my face it hurt me to do it. But don't get me wrong; I didn't beat his hand off. I gave him one smack on the back of his hand, and he never did it again. And that was it. You don't have to be an asshole. You just got to. I was doing that so he didn't set himself on fire, for Christ's sakes. And there's nothing wrong with that. I don't think. Am I wrong? Am I an abuser because I smacked my kid on the back of the hand?
I got hospital records, and the cops wouldn't even do a goddamn thing to my dad.
Well, like I'm saying, like there could be a certain amount of physical discipline if need be, but you got to know when to not go overboard.
No, you just got to remind him who's in charge. It's all.
Exactly, because you don't want to, when you get like the way Tim's dad was, now Tim has no relationship with his dad, right? And it's not a good thing because they don't get along and Tim doesn't want anything to do with them. And that's because of Tim's experience with them when he was younger. You don't want your kids to be like that when they get older.
But I got family members telling me it never happened. That's why I don't get along with my family either.
But I mean, there's, like I said, there's nothing wrong with a little bit of physical discipline if need be. But you got to know when to.
Oh, well, what was funny is he was great to every other child. My brothers, he was awesome too. Helped him with his schoolwork, everything. I did my schoolwork on my own. And I was on the principal's list for like 7 years in a row. Never got a good job, boy. I got something else. But my brothers, he was good. My friends, he was good with. Me, No. So
Like I said, it's oh, like I said, ever since.
hey,
that,
there's
though,
kids that had it worse than me. There's kids that had it way worse than I had. So I can't complain.
My mother was psychologically damaged. She used to beat us daily. My stepfather punched me in the mouth once and I deserved it. And it really bothered me, not because he punched me in the mouth and knocked me out, but because I hurt his feelings so bad that he did that because he never raised his hands to us. And then that had an effect on me and I never mouthed off to him again because we
And I-
loved him and still do to this day.
And I really do
That's
think
good.
that
That's very
the way,
good.
I was only out cold for a split second. I woke right up as soon as I hit the bed.
well, I mean, in the way that
I never did that. He doesn't, he to this day, he doesn't, but he said it was an open hand. Okay. I saw stars and I woke up bouncing on the bed.
like I said,
I was
kids-
14, by the way.
kids are gonna act over whatever environment they grow up in, right? Like,
Right. But
it's all
I
about the
vowed that I
values.
would never, I vowed that I would never hit my children like my dad hit me. I would vow, no, I would never do it. And I never did.
I told
I
mine,
hit my son
I
with a-
told my stepfather to mind his own business because he wasn't my father.
I hit my son with on the ass with a ping pong paddle one time, and I felt so bad. But it was on a Friday, and Saturday morning, my wife picked up the children, and she took me to court for it. And the judge looked at the pictures that she took and said, "Oh, when did this happen?" And I said, "I only smacked him once with it," and she dropped it because it was lightening up in over a day. So the bruise wasn't bad. But she tried to get me on that, but no, that didn't work.
Yeah, Bill,
That's-
my natural father died when I was about 22 as well. 21, 22. He was a drunk, but a good guy.
My mother passed when I was, fuck, how old was it? 95 she passed. How old was it? 27?
My dad was 48.
My mom was 48.
Yeah. Was it alcohol? Because that's what killed mine.
She had problems growing up.
Drank himself to death.
She was what you would call like obese. She was had kidney problems. Had,
And mine wasn't. Mine was like 6'1", 170 pounds. Good athlete, good shape. Kind of an athlete when he was younger. Alcohol kill you.
straight alcohol, or yeah.
I don't know what he drank. I never asked him. I just know that the Bronx police knew who he was and they'd bring him home and dump him on the doorstep after they beat the shit out of him. See, when he was drunk, he was a great guy. Everybody loved him. But when he got drunk, it's typical New York. He hated blacks and he hated cops. And
Yeah,
that's the way it was, you know. And they, one or the other would beat the crap out of him, and then they bring him home because he had to drive the bus, and they knew who he was. Here he is, Mr. O'Neill. Put him different time.
my dad was the most racist person I've ever met in my life. And 80% of my friends were black. And they would come over. I had a basketball court out the back, and they would teach me, how to play basketball. And I really got heavy into it. They weren't allowed there when he was home. During the day.
A lot of
Right.
a lot of them is fake racism. My Italian grandfather supposedly doesn't, he talks all kinds of racist shit. And his best friends, Eddie Lopez, are really good friends. They would just talk this shit, but it's just shit.
Andy Lopez, did he have a family member, Richard Lopez?
Yeah, because that's a very uncommon name, Lopez. What the hell, Tim? Seriously.
Or Santiago. Santiago in New Jersey. Santiago's all over the place. Jackson.
But they would talk racist crap, but that's what they do is all crap.
Oh, my dad meant it. Believe me.
My dad drank he drank himself to death, and he was the sweetest guy. Everybody loved him until the alcohol. It was typical Irish.
Yeah, my dad was the same way. When he got drunk, watch out. Ooh, watch out. I would lock myself into my closet when he got home.
But anyway.
See, JDS. Now, I'm just saying that they have no respect and discipline needs to come back. Until then,
just some kind of respect for what your parents are going through. And not all parents are good parents. They don't need to be. They're all human beings.
Well,
you can learn just as much from a bad parent as you can from a good parent.
Right. Learn what not to be.
Well, my
Well,
whole
learn,
thing,
learn that they're human. Learn that you're allowed to be human. Learn that you're allowed to make mistakes. Still love them anyway, and still listen to them and abide by the rules. That's all. You're going to be on your own soon enough. Anyway, I'm sorry. This is way too deep. Holy crap! It's a drone channel.
It is. Goddamn.
now technically, Paul's channel would be a ship channel.
Yes.
This is a shit channel. Oh, ship.
Oh.
Sorry. Apologize.
Bill.
I meant now
good.
tonight. I didn't mean that overall. I just meant at this moment in time is what I meant. Because I'm on it.
Mhm,
Yeah,
mhm.
nice save there.
Yeah, nice save. That was a good one. Yeah,
Paul's a great guy. I like Paul. And Paul,
Yeah.
you keep talking about this. You're not going to live to 75. God's got a plan for you. You're going to live to be 105. And we're going to be in here making fun of you.
Hey, you know what I pray every night? Show me the chariot.
Uh,
The cherry?
Chariot.
They don't exist. Oh, chariot. Gotcha. Gotcha. Misunderstood. Totally.
Swing low, sweet chariot. See, I got osteoarthritis and I hurt all the bad. I have to sleep in a chair. My hips hurt, my back hurts. I can only, this is as high as I can raise my arm.
but just think though, Paul, and I think the same way too, growing up through life, there's always somebody worse than you.
Oh, yeah. I'm not in a wheelchair, like our good friend over there in England, but.
You would think just knowing Tim would make you feel better.
Right.
Tim, you're a good sport. Love you, brother.
It's awesome. It's cool.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah, he's right.
I'm thinking about closing it down.
Okay. All right.
Justin,
Yeah,
are you
right.
going live, you and Tim?
I
That's
don't
if he
know.
wants to.
Oh, is Heron on tonight?
I don't know. That's if Justin wants to. I'll go out there. I don't care. I have nothing to do today.
Justin, why don't you go live for a little while?
Fucking bored.
I mean, I hate to cut you guys off, but I'm getting really tired.
Yeah, you need your rest, bro.
And you've been
And-
talking our ear off. It's time to lay down, Shit.
If you're like me, Paul, just get ready to wake up about 4 more times when you go to sleep. Yeah.
Oh yeah, every 2 hours I got to get up and pee.
Me too. Mhm.
You just remind me I have to pee right now.
Yeah.
See?
Everybody in the chat,
Hello,
thanks
Bill.
for being here, and we'll see all of you again next time. And Bill, thanks for coming in. Tim and
Thanks for having me.
Justin's got to decide if he's going live or not.
If he goes live, come on over, Bill.
I will.
All right.
I will.
Okay,
All right.
we'll see you guys.
Take care, everybody.
Bye for now.
Later.